uh, who's that one guy who's white and he has muscles and he has like a catchphrase?
Um, is it Ryback or
Yeah, sure. That
oh
guy.
shoot,
He's definitely my favorite.
or I forgot I called him Papa Stunt here. Yeah, he's got that catchphrase. It's like "feed me more" because he's always hungry. Because if you do the marijuanas, then you get really hungry. Apparently, I don't think he does marijuana, but
He
that
does other.
he does the "feed me more." Maybe he's just really hungry because he's a big dude, and big dudes got to eat a lot.
Steroids.
You think that was you think that's why he says that?
Why? Because he's just always hungry all the time.
I thought it was like, I don't know what I could say on stream, but you know,
What do you think it is?
I think it's like meth or something.
Oh, meth? No, I don't think he comes from a hillbilly area.
Well,
He's in the Southwest, it says.
he could still like do meth,
In
like
like what? Give me give me a
Midwest.
random state. What do you think, like
Like
California doing meth?
yeah, like in Illinois, if I go under like a
Ryback is
bridge
from
near my
Vegas.
house,
Vegas,
I'm
I don't
gonna
really
find.
know Vegas people
Oh,
that do meth.
definitely, you're gonna
Really?
find meth. Yeah, it's like over here in Illinois, like if I go under like a certain bridge by my house, I'm definitely gonna find like like meth pipes. I know a person who does meth. Like my friend's mom does meth. She's awesome.
Really?
Yeah,
What was her favorite wrestler? Was it Ryback also?
probably. Someone along the lines of that.
What's up, Alex? Oh shoot, there's two Alexes now. There's one in the chat and there's one in the stream room.
Hi, Alex. I'm Alex.
So Alex's and Chris and myself. Let's catch you guys up to speed. It's November 2020, week 3rd. Our AEW TNT champion is Miroslav. His gimmick is he likes video games. All right, because
Is that a gimmick?
yeah, that's a gimmick. So that's like his thing, and he's the best man actually. Not only is he the best man at video games, he's the best man at this guy's soon-to-be wedding, which hopefully no one gets shot there. But seeing how what happened on Impact, I think we're just gonna do the same thing on AEW. You know what I mean?
Yeah, someone's
So-
got to get shot.
Someone's gonna get shot at that way. So
Yes.
I don't know if he needs to be Kip Sabian, but it'll be somebody. We have Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose's gimmick is she's transgender and she has Vicky Guerrero as her manager. And I'm just gonna end it at that because I don't want anybody to follow up with anything that I might regret or shake my head at because I know how that would go down. We have Marko Stunt. His gimmick is he's small
Canceled, dude.
and he's
Gotta
world
get
champion right now. So yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I said that. You heard that. Marko Stunt's our world champion.
So that
AEW
seems like Tony Khan would do.
AEW World Tag Team Champs are Dax Hardwood, that's a name, and Cash Wheeler, that's a name too. They're FTR. And I don't, we don't still know what FTR stands for. What's up, Thomas? I think they say it stands for Fear the Revival, right? Or Fear the Revolt?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, their gimmick is they're two hard-working country boys. So, that's their thing. Sammy G is still considered toxic months after the situation with Sasha Banks. I'm trying to think if there's anybody I recently picked up besides Ryback. So the story here is that Ryback is Papa Stunt, and that's like that's like Marko Stunt's big brother figure. We've done the storyline before now that I think about it, in a 2004 save with Alex, not Riley, Silva. So, like we did the exact same thing, I'm pretty sure, with Ryback. So, watch creative meeting. So, These are franchise players, next big thing. You guys know it. You guys know it. So, we're on AEW Dark, so it show doesn't really matter too much right now, except for if your name is Brandon Cutler. So, Kevin Blackwood. So, just going to take it here, AEW Dark. I'm going to go and import some matches real quick, just to give me some more crazy stuff. Match pack. So I went through and just threw all the matches I could find from every database into a match pack. There we go. I don't think there's really anything too crazy you can get away with on, AW Dark. Sadly, I don't think we can do like a barbed wire cage or something. So we'll see what we got. All right. So kicking off the show, I don't know about you, but I think, so we've been having the storyline go on where 5 and 10 have been flirting with Shanna. And I believe 5 had recently left the company, or he's on his way out. I think he got signed or something. Let's see. He got hired by NXT UK. That's it. So I didn't think it was exclusive, but so they're still beefing. And I think it's only fair that the two of them. Guys, what does AEW remind you of in the early 2000s?
Advanced Warfare.
No, that was the late 2000s. WCW. And what do we do if we're fighting over a woman in the early 2000s?
There has to be a paternity test.
No, we put her on a pole and wrestle for her.
Oh.
Well, we put her on a forklift, not like an actual pole, because that would kind of... That's some Vladimir Taylor stuff.
You could just announce you have a forklifting license.
Yeah, no one here actually has a forklift license, so that'll be our main event tonight.
Exposed.
That'll be our main event tonight, which will be 5 and 10 facing off in a Shanna on a forklift match.
5 and 10. He's half the man of him.
I know that's the gimmick. That's the gimmick. He's half the man, but he wants all the girl. So okay. How are we kicking off AEW, Travis? I'll let you do the honors.
Dude,
I don't know the current status of the company. Probably not
Marko Stunt's world champ. So
yeah, it's just like regular.
Just go wild.
Oh, so it's regular trash. All right. So let's see.
I can get a forklifting license online.
Let's start the show with some major stars, shall we? Let's see.
It's AEW Dark. It's AEW Dark.
Let's start with the big dogs in AEW Dark.
All right.
Let's shock them. Go to major stars. I want to shock them.
All right. These guys are the openers, but 5 and 10 are the main event.
We're gonna put Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to well known. We're gonna put him against Dustin Rose. We're gonna open up with the old team.
Sorry if I ate my pizza really loud, by the way. I don't know if they'll work. I don't know if these two will work B shows.
Yeah,
I guess they will. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, they will. Like, they wouldn't let you choose them if they wouldn't work.
Who's going over? Who's going over?
We're gonna put that young star over Dustin Rose.
Okay.
He agrees with no.
Jericho's like, nah, I'll do the favor, yeah. He's like, yeah, I got you.
Alright.
Is anchovies on pizza still a thing?
After that, we need a segment, okay?
Who's
where need a segment where Brandon Cutler is going to be seen backstage with Peter Avalon, and they're playing like Dungeons and Dragons with Leva Bates, who of course is the librarian. Okay, and she's gonna be like, "What are you two nerds up to?" You know.
Like
And
throws a book on the game. It's like, you should be playing this.
yeah, see, there was a book right at Brandon Cutler's, bald spot, which is all over his head. Just a big old book right there.
He's got
So-
a beard. He hasn't got a bald spot on his chin.
Okay, so only the bald spot on the top of his head. And then she bullies him, right? But he says that you better not mess with me. I'm a level 35 warlock, all right? And then Peter Avalon says, yeah, I may be a level 4 dark elf, but we'll put you in the grave. And they threaten to sacrifice her to the god of Mordor or something. I don't know. I haven't watched that.
Flexing his D&D knowledge right there.
Yeah. My only time I ever played D&D was the first time I ever was the game master, and it was in this Discord. And it was
Master. It was Fallout.
And it was Fallout, and we had everybody wanted to do it, so there was 12 people, which was insane. We had to kill off a bunch of characters.
Yeah. My character always lived somehow. Enclave.
Death saving roll, just
all the time. Open up this box. Death saving roll.
Next up, we're gonna have a 2v2. I'm guessing I gotta go max content risk, probably average. I don't know if we can.
This entire show is just—it's not gonna live up to the opener. It's over.
We're gonna do 2v2 women's match, falls count anywhere.
Was it AEW this Wednesday? Or is it tonight? Because it's they've got their pay-per-view thing. Or is it not on this Wednesday? Because I've not heard anything about it. If it was on this Wednesday.
What do you mean? It was on yesterday. There was a really good promo with Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. There was a bunch of. Don Callis was on Impact or on AEW actually.
Don Callis?
Yeah, Don Callis. Actually, I forgot to tell you that, Chris. Don Callis showed up on AEW.
Oh, what did he say?
He was there to promote and say that Kenny Omega's the best wrestler that he's ever had the chance to work with, and that's clearly why he'll beat Adam Page.
Oh.
Well, he's been always a big follower of Omega, even from Japan.
Well, that's because nobody thinks Adam Page is the best wrestler.
No.
In the top 50.
See, he's given AEW more ideas how to murder people and make mysteries about them. They should make an alliance. They're pretty similar products at the moment.
All right,
even though they have
perfectly.
Oh, my mic was muted.
It's okay. So after that match where the women have a false count anywhere match, Evil Uno is then gonna kidnap Shanna and put her in a bag, and then he's gonna have. I need to add him to the segment. Evil Uno is gonna have Long John Silver. All right.
Yeah.
Drive the forklift down to the ring and put her up on top of the forklift while she's still in the bag.
You think
Which is a horribly, yeah. You would think Silver would take her, but it's actually 5 and 10.
Yeah, I'm saying because you think he would take her, because he's a Long John Silver. He steals things.
Okay, let's see. Is there on a pole match? Here we go.
Retro Anthony Green has been renamed.
What's it been renamed to?
Retro.
August Gray.
I thought you were just gonna say he's just been renamed to Retro.
He's been renamed to Riddle.
Okay.
Riddle.
I think for the sake of the storyline, 5 needs to win. All right. But what do you guys think? You think we should give it 5 or 10?
10 is a big. 10 is a good, cool.
10's a big number.
5 doesn't have a good, cool hoodie like he does.
Yeah, but 5 is half the man that 10 is, so he's got to work twice as hard. You know what I mean?
Well, then if he wins, he becomes 15.
I don't know if that's how that's going to work out, but.
Winner of the pole match will become 15. It makes sense.
Fair enough.
What else are they gonna do?
I'll give it to 5. And I want you guys to absolutely steal the show tonight, all right?
I've already kind of done that.
And then after that, 5's gonna get his big moment where he goes to kiss Shanna, and we get a happy little ending on AEW Dark.
Happy endings. What is that? Get out of here.
I know, right? Happy little ending.
There we go.
There's our show.
Let's see how this.
Kicking it off, like I said, they're fighting over Shanna. They're like, I'll face you tonight, and we'll put her on a pole. All right, and I'll climb up there and rescue her. And Ten's like, all I have to do is just jump and get her. He's like, no, it's gonna be a big pole. We're gonna put her on a really big one, like a forklift.
Nodding.
Yeah. Jericho puts over the young, homegrown talent of Dustin Rhodes.
And good chemistry together.
That's good. Yeah. We have Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon doing their thing in the library. Leva Bates bullying them and whatnot. They're gonna try to sacrifice her to the dark realm or something. Right up back. We got Yuka Sakazaki and Tay Conti losing to Shanna and Anna Jay because I feel like she's with the Dark Order, so I mean that's.
She's with the dank order. Yeah.
She's with the dank order. Pretty dank. Evil Uno after that just immediately puts a bag over her. It's kind of like the scene in Borat. Just immediately just kidnaps her, but then he tosses her, like, frisbees her to John Silver to go, and he's driving the forklift.
For some reason I think of those two like as Bugsy and Muggsy from Looney Tunes. Like, get him in, Muggsy. Just drive her away.
Five, able to defeat 10 in one of the greatest matches ever in AEW Dark history.
It's really an AEW standard match.
AEW Dark, like, their history goes, like, Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon, 5 and 10. Like, that is, like, the pinnacle of, like, the big feuds on the television right now.
Oh, big money.
You darn tootin'. So... and then they get the big kiss.
Segment for those two.
It's pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, right.
Shauna was Shauna was using far too much in 5 years.
Jericho and Dustin are angry.
Wow.
Like, we're on this show.
We're on this show. How could you?
How could you? John Moxley is big mad. What's going on with Moxley?
Let me show you guys the stables, by the way. Let me refresh you guys real quick on everything. Uh-oh. Everything was breaking there for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
Thank you, Internet.
So all the factions are the same.
The Inner Circle, the Dark Circle, Team Taz Circle, the SoCal Circle, Nightmare Circle, Jurassic Circle, and the Best Friends Circle.
I love that they just call it Team Taz. Like, what a creative name.
TT.
You could call them anything.
Team Taz.
You could have called them FTW because, like, they got the belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying the game.
Yeah. We need to make a new stable. Let's look at our stable pictures. So, you change that.
Make the NWO. They'll love that.
Oh shoot, you're right. We could just straight up make the NWO.
They could, like, WWE hasn't. Now they have, well, WWE copyright a lot of things, but they still do it. Just make the NWO.
But do they have NWO Wolfpack? They're the
cover. Yeah, exactly. Just call the Wolfpack.
Yeah, the Wolfpack.
They don't have the Wolfpack. It's back.
The Wolfpack is back and with mass destruction.
Who would the nation of domination in AEW?
Millions of dollars.
Oh, what was that? What's that? It was from the Attitude Era. Los. They feuded with the DOA. The Los. Well, and you'll know. The Savio faction.
I don't know.
Let me see. Let me look it up.
I have a ton of factions.
Savio faction.
The Hurt Business.
Faction. Savio Vega faction. Los Boricuas. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Bullet Club. Like, they might as well.
I think we need to open up MGF's faction, by the way. The Burberry Bad Boys.
Club.
Okay, not the Brood.
What do the people say?
Burberry. They want Ija Dragunov, by the way. Burberry Bad Boys. Big boys.
He can lead this. He can lead this faction. when
MJF,
you hire him.
Wardlow,
Wordler.
Commercial.
I thought are you not doing the storyline where he does the song and dance and tries to join Chris Jericho's faction?
No, that never happens in this timeline. In this
Oh,
timeline,
but that's so much money that they've made. That's one of the greatest things they've ever done. It didn't ruin a character at all.
in this timeline, what happened was that Eddie Kingston had gotten injured, so
there's
he
a lot
had
of things that changed.
so he had to go home and take care of his mother or something.
Yeah, so he did the song and dance instead.
And,
It was Eddie Kingston.
And because of that, they had to rewrite everything, and so,
I just had what do you call it? Not a resignation. A revelation. There we go. Not resignation. A revelation.
Revelation.
Did you ever see All Dogs Go to Heaven, the film?
Have you seen the sequel? All Cats Go to Hell. No, I haven't seen it.
Have you not seen it? Oh,
No,
you won't get my reference. Yeah, you won't get it. I was gonna say like Eddie Kingston reminds me of Carface from that. I don't know. You won't get it though, so it won't be as funny. People in the chat might, but
Yeah.
I just thought of it. I was like, it reminds me of Carface.
Travis,
Can't believe it.
Movie Legion.
Hmm?
You ever seen
Legion?
the movie Legion?
Is that all the angels fuck everybody up?
Oh
Is
yeah.
that it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, we watched the diner scene earlier this morning
That was way
that
too
was
early.
weird.
I wasn't ready for that one.
with
You weren't
like,
ready.
I wasn't ready for that one.
I was
he's
saying
like, "They're all
before.
gonna burn."
I was saying we should bring in the Lost Boricuas to AEW moments before.
We should
It's-
bring in Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Purple Haze.
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze.
It's led by
I don't even know.
JBL.
I don't even know anyone who could run that one. The
If you
Thundercats.
hire JBL,
Put in the
you could
Thundercats.
make it undisputed or just outright do it. As
The York Foundation.
The York. York. I think you got something going on with that NWO Wolfpack.
Yeah,
right?
the Wolfpack. Yeah, we
Right.
gotta do. But who's gonna? Dustin Rose. He's wearing the red and orange.
Yeah. No, because he's part of the Nightmare family. So
He'll leave. We gotta turn him, make him Black Rain.
we gotta start with Moxley.
Yeah, because he's really. No, don't do Moxley. He might
Moxley
leave.
Darby.
He's really angry.
Be those guys.
He's really angry at you though, Moxley.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
he's,
I don't like it.
because he's mad that he
really-
lost the belt to freaking.
I can maybe relate to. Is that why he makes the faction because he lost? The
Yeah,
belt?
yeah. So what happened? I even have it here. I'm trying to not BSing you. What happens is that where is it?
Oh,
It might have been the first AEW.
all-
It might. Yeah. So Marko Stunt. John Moxley had a call out, open challenge, and out comes Marko Stunt and says that he can do the job, and then Marko gets the win on Moxley, clean, no help,
Cool.
no help, all right.
Mox is
And-
like, I'm big angry.
And Cody comes out, and Cody's like, "We're doing this. We're really doing this on TV. We're doing this." And then TK comes out, Tony Khan, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, he did it fair and square. He's like, "This is real. This we don't. This isn't scripted. There's no scripts." Cody's like, "What are you holding in your hand?" He's like, "This is my order for dinner tonight." Like,
That does sound. I laugh, but that's something they would actually do.
So Cody's beefing with TK, all right.
Right.
And because of
fine.
that, TK makes a match where Miro just goes in and just slaughters Cody and gets the belt. Marko also overcomes MJF because MJF had been bullying him since the start of AEW.
I'm not happy about that, but
So-
for your story, I'll allow it. But I don't like MJF losing at all.
I mean, yeah, but he had to
undefeated.
lose because storyline,
All right. You should check the entire roster and see
We
who can
got
join the Wolfpack.
Rosemary's contract hasn't begun. Matt Hardy's injured.
Mhm.
Chris Statlander is injured, and Darby's injured. So I think it's only fair we start off the show with the most prominent figures in professional wrestling. Tony Khan, all right,
Mm.
and Cody are seen arguing, all right. But then Papa Stunt, all right.
Pop.
Go.
Stunt?
Yeah, that's Ryback. Goes and just
Oh my
floors Cody, all right, with Luchasaurus, okay, because they're bad boys. And then that's when
Wait,
Jungle
why is
Boy
Mar-
goes out there, and Marko Stunt's gonna cut like a promo.
Why is? Oh my goodness.
What?
Papa's. I can't believe you've hired Ryback, something that a lot of people should do. God damn it. He could eat. He could just hire him to eat food. You wouldn't even have to make him wrestle. Have you seen him? It's a watch. To watch him how he devours food in like 2 minutes. Like a full meal.
Dang. Then we got to kick off the show pretty big, pretty strong. I don't know about you, but
I think we should have a rematch from that dark show.
just a we're gonna put Shayna back on the ball. We're gonna do let's see. We're gonna do we're gonna kick off the show and we're gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what's happening. Dustin Rhodes is seen out there taking on Miroslav in the back of a GameStop truck. Yeah. So they're gonna be
after his win on AEW Dark, it's to his head.
It's the sky is the limit right now for Dustin. All right. Actually, and I'll put the TNT title on the line too.
Oh my god! Just make Miro lose it, right?
Yeah, right on the bat.
Oh my.
Just because I don't know if you guys know this, Miro's a big gamer. He's a big gamer.
He's a big gamer.
And I don't know if you know this, Dustin Rhodes, he absolutely loves the moving truck match that he was in WCW.
Is that like
oh yeah, like he is into that. Like he is like that is the highlight of Dustin Rhodes' career. So like see, 'cause that's what he looked like back then.
This guy. Oh, that's a shame. I would have tried to find it without paint. I don't know why he has the. I don't know.
I don't know why they have those old pictures in there.
I don't know. I don't know why he has the paint still. I don't know. I like the look for like.
After that, Eddie Kingston's gonna come out with his best friends.
Scarface.
With his best friends, the Blade, the Butcher, Pentagon, or Penta L0M, and Ray Phoenix. All right.
Why does this call himself Penta? Like, why does he gotta add all those different things? I know he obviously can't call himself Pentagon, but just call himself Penta.
They're gonna trash on Pac for being away.
No.
All right, and then that's when Pac's gonna show up, but he's gonna be doing some like weird magic stuff that he's been doing on TV. So that's still in the timeline. That's still canonical, right?
Does he still have like Michael Nakazawa kidnapped?
Michael
that like
Nakazawa. I don't know. That's gonna lead to a big 3v3 match.
And he doesn't let him go.
You got Eddie, the Blade, the Butcher, Penta, and Ray Phoenix. There we go. And that'll eat up some TV time, because that'll be steal the show, guys. Steal the show.
The Butcher and the Blade and the Blade and the Candlestick Maker.
The Butcher, the Blade, the Candlestick Maker. Don't forget
the
bunny.
Butcher, the Baker, and the Candlestick Maker. There we go. The Butcher, the Baker, and the Candlestick Maker. That's what it was.
After that, we're gonna have Mr. Brody just chew out Evil Uno, John Silver,
For kidnapping
5
women.
and 10.
Stop kidnapping females.
Mm-hmm. He's just gonna absolutely chew them all out for what happened on Dark. He is just disgusted. He's not mad that like they kidnapped a woman because they're used to that. He's mad that like they're fighting over it, and he says that one of them's getting kicked out tonight. So they're gonna up the ante tonight because tonight they're having their rematch. Okay.
Yeah,
1-on-1.
1-on-1 with the Great One. Well, the Great 5 and 10, I should say. Not the Great One. Make it a diva match.
Let's fight bit.
It's an MMA rules. Put him in a shoot. Put shoot fight. Where is that? MMA rules cage. It's right there. A rage in the cage.
We're gonna put him in a cage. All right. 5 and 10 in the cage, in the MMA cage.
Someone's gonna get injured.
And 10's gonna win, so 5's gonna get kicked out.
Oh no!
Oh, it's too risky.
Oh,
Oh, can we do the rules one? Oh, it's too risky.
Oh,
So
what? They've had barbed wire on this show.
average.
Probably a shoot would be
Is it
average.
still too. Guess we gotta
Wait,
go
so
low then.
average.
Let me do the fight bit. Close enough, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, why? It's on like the lowest thing.
Yeah, I guess we can't.
Let's see if you can find shoot. Very low. Like, what's the bottom?
What's the bottom we can do?
Wait! A dog color match is less risk than a shoot.
We're gonna do a. Wait, what is it?
That's a dog color match is there.
I guess, yeah.
How's
we'll
that
put
less?
them in dog collars.
That's alright. Mod people, I don't mind.
Fair enough.
How's
yeah.
that less? How's that less risky than a shoot?
And then that's when 5's gonna get kicked out of the Dark Order. All right.
Well, at least he's got a woman
With
him.
Shanna there, but he's gonna be approached by MJF, who's gonna feel so sympathetic. He's gonna be like, "Man, I saw you absolutely try your hardest, but you were a loser out there in front of this woman." All right.
Now she's mine.
But you know where you can't be a loser? In the Blueberry Bad Boys.
I'm just like, I want to say what I want to say.
And then after that segment, we'll have another one where we address the big elephant in the room, John Moxley and Darby Allin. You know, they're
why
gonna
you guys wearing red?
Why you guys? Oh shoot, who are they gonna beat up because they're like, you know,
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Because he's the most vocal man on the roster. He would be the first to question it. He'd be like,
Orange
"Hey."
Cassidy's gonna break his silence tonight, and he's gonna be like, "Why are you guys wearing red?" And
Yeah,
he's
that's
just
his
like,
first line.
his first big line will be, "Why are you guys wearing red?"
And that's why he never speaks again. Because
And
he
it's
gets
just
beat
gonna
up because of it.
Yeah. It's just gonna end with him getting beat up by those two.
We got two on one.
And then we go to a tag team match tonight. All right,
Ooh.
we go to a women's tag team match.
Ah.
Oh, surprised you there.
Ah.
And it'll be
Good old.
the team of our champ Nyla Rose
Hmm.
teaming up with Big Swole.
I saw some Kong that she hasn't showed up since like forever.
Should have
She's
taken
still
on Emi
employed?
Sakura because she got a cool little mustache.
Yeah. Put her with Riho then, like they make him the
Be
team.
that people, okay.
Yeah, but well, no, they're literally student, and you know they've got that background.
Yeah, so Nyla Rose is gonna go in there and just kill him. So,
Yeah. Big Swole just stays on the apron.
yeah.
You need a storytelling and a car crash.
Bro. I guess I didn't change the what's it called?
The product.
Yeah, I guess I didn't change product. So
There's nothing wrong with a car crash. Or...
nothing wrong with the car crash.
You got 30 minutes.
So this one's a wild brawl.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then what do we need? Storytelling?
Yeah, but
I mean, technically that one should be the storytelling, but
that'd probably be the main event. Probably.
main event will be the big little storytelling
Prob-
there.
That was the best way.
After that, we'll have Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood. They're gonna be seen with
Are they with Tully?
yeah, I'm trying to find Tully if I can find him here.
Tully
Blanchard, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be out there cutting a promo or something.
They gotta wrestle or they just gotta talk?
They're just gonna talk.
Talk,
They
talk,
don't deserve to
Let's
talk. They're wrestling Dynamite. All right, they're too good for Dynamite.
I see. So like they're only the
Dynamite
big
doesn't
shows.
deserve them tonight.
Yeah, I get it.
After that, we'll go into our co-main event of the night, which is gonna witness Kenny Omega take on let's see. He's gonna attack on Matt Sydal.
Ah. The game's like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, the game's
Just
like,
like-
you sure about that one? And then after that, all right, hear me
Mhm.
out. The Young Bucks are gonna come out and they're gonna be like, Kenny, stop beating him up. He's dead already. Because he's just gonna keep beating the crap out of Matt Seidel. He just won't stop beating him senseless, where he's like bloodied. And they're like, you're becoming a monster, Kenny.
Puts a cane mask on.
I am no monster. And our main event tonight, which I have not thought about at all. All right,
What about Papa Back?
Papa
Papa
Stunt.
Stunt, I should say.
Papa
I shouldn't say
Stunt.
Papa Back.
Oh wow. What's a substance? Fighting in a substance. This is like goo, jelly.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, that.
I guess that's what
substance.
it means.
Like a bunch of needles. Like, what does he mean by?
Oh my
substance?
gosh. I don't know about that one.
Flag for the country.
They're gonna have a 1v1, just no DQ match, just something simple.
NoDQ.com.
We'll do. We'll do Jericho taking on young up and comer Papa Stunt.
Going from opening up Doug to main event Dynamite.
Yeah, it's the upside down. Nice.
I bet he'll be like, I don't want to put over Papa Stunt. I'll put over Dustin.
Yeah, what if he doesn't put over Papa Stunt? I just thought about that one. Put over
I'd
Dustin.
lie.
No, he's okay.
No,
with
he's
that one.
fine.
Yeah.
You gotta put an angle with Jericho.
Yeah, and then we'll end the show off here with Jericho so mad. What happened? That when Sammy goes to check on him, he just starts screaming at Sammy. All right, and Sammy just can't handle it. Okay, and then Santana and Ortiz come out. All right, and they're like, "Man, you didn't have to do that." All right, and then Jake comes out. And he's like, we're gonna do what we have to do. All right. And if that involves screaming at Sammy, we'll scream at Sammy all night long if we have to.
What the fuck?
But then guess what? Guess who's watching
What?
from the shadows, all right?
Is it Sting?
No, it's Matt Hardy.
That's not Sting.
Matt, Har-
He's got Wolfpack paint on.
Matt Hardy's got Wolfpack paint on. Matt Hardy does, or Sting. So
Both when you get out.
both of them have Wolfpack paint on. That's our show. That's our show.
Let's see how this
Let's
goes.
see how this goes. All right, the kickoff here. Marko Stunt struggled going off script. That's our world champ, by the way.
Everyone else is fine.
Yeah.
Even Tony Khan was fine.
Yeah, right. I think he wasn't writing on anything. Dustin defeated Miroslav in the moving truck, became the AEW TNT champ. That was great. Cinematic style backfired a little bit. It said
That is not true. They would love it.
these guys all breaking apart, and so it's packing the death triangle's back. I just realized that. I gotta put
Yeah.
the death triangle.
It's a faction they'll have to make. That
Yep.
segment did as well as it was gonna do.
Yeah, it was as good as it's gonna do, and this match was as good as it's gonna do too. So 10 is.
It was actually better than it was better
kicking
than
out
their,
5 with that dog color match.
dark match. It was better than a dark match.
MJF extends his hand.
What is this? Why are you guys wearing? How did you poorly improvise? You guys are wearing red.
Yeah, right? All you had to say
got-
was, "Why are you guys wearing red?"
You guys.
Literally, all you had to say.
Why are you guys wearing orange? Just beat 'em
Nyla
up.
off the game. Nyla Rose and Vic Guerrero are an awkward pairing. What?
I can
I don't
believe
do
it.
that.
They were like, we're like wrestling.
We like wrestling, but we're not wrestling tonight.
We don't wrestle here.
We don't wrestle
It's-
here. There's a great
Oh,
match
no.
between Kenny and Matt Seidel,
One winged angel.
which then led to
no.
Kenny, stop killing him. This is the greatest segment in the world, apparently.
I am the monster.
I am the Monster Man. The Monster Man. Papa Stunt defeated Chris Jericho, and Jericho's just kicking stuff all around, alright?
He has a new catchphrase yelling at.
He's got any catches. Stop it, Sammy. Or shut up, Sammy. Just something like that.
Just a yell. It's like,
And he's like, ah! It's his tongue out or something.
Just does that randomliness.
Look at that, plus 24. That is how we book a
Yeah.
Dynamite around here. Put some respect on
Look at Julio
Um,
Cesar Rivera. He's like, yeah, I like that.
we got Marko Stunt, world champ. Put some respect on his name.
Julio, like, yes. Impressed. Ah, no! What a surprise!
WWE hired Brock Lesnar back. What?
Oh, I thought you guys would have bidded for. Could you
I
not
don't
get
even
him?
know if I've hired anybody. I don't even know.
You should hire some talent.
Could be that guy. Wait for it. CM Punk. I think exclusive right
Oh,
now.
oh my
yeah,
God!
yeah.
They've already got.
I can't remember if I lost that one or just what, but
Yeah, there's a lot of. Chris, what about Chris Hero?
no, we need fun people. We need fun, wacky people. We're the
Where's the wacky people?
Whenever I think of fun, wacky, I'm like, let's bring in the clowns.
I've got.
Frankie the Clown.
Can you get him?
They can.
You could get the clown pot. You could get the clowns to join the wolf
I
pack.
don't know. Oh, that's a weird one. All right, so we gotta do this now. The teams are all over the place. I'm not even gonna bother with the teams. That's
You gotta make the triangle.
add stable. Actually, it might already be there. 1 second.
Yeah, it's like maybe inactive.
Yep. That's right.
Yes.
Modify stable.
Make active. Well, it should only be free. Like max members. I know it doesn't matter. But there's something I was.
No, it's just on the bottom.
I think all these factions are fine, but they gotta get out 5. He's not there anymore.
Yeah, 5. Shanna. She was there for a hot second.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Blueberry Bad Boys.
Does he have like an ultra picture without the mask, or is he just gonna
5
stay
and
5?
Shanna. I don't know. That's a good question, right?
I thought you were gonna make him a lackey.
No, dude, he is a key member in this right now.
Well, he's probably the only 4 people. Yeah. Does he have a like an
I
ultimate?
guess we'll see, right? 5. Alan Angels.
Yeah.
Alan Angels.
Well, just try. Oh, there we go. Alan 5.
Alan 5.
Yeah. I'll just keep his short name 5 still. He doesn't look that bad without the mask. I thought it would look a lot worse.
Do you still love me without the mask?
He doesn't. He kind of looks like Sean Spears, actually.
That's not a good thing. We
No,
can only
it's
have room for
not.
one Sean Spears on this roster.
That's the next feud.
And his name is Sean Spears.
You can't be me.
That reminds me, I need a horse. Wait.
Oh, you got
do I not
4.
have- Oh my gosh, do we have not have a...
No, you do. You do have him. Probably gotta search him.
No, stables. So we don't have a stable picture for the 4 horsemen.
There, forced.
The horsemen. How do we not have the horsemen?
How do you not have the horsemen?
How do we not have the horsemen? We have the Thundercats.
You have the Thundercats from the 4 horsemen.
Anybody else change recently?
No.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's really it. You have like this
Yeah,
potential.
Circle's gonna change. Yeah,
I don't know if
eventually.
anybody you could add to the wolf pack. Anybody that's gonna join the wolf pack attack.
I don't know. We'll think of people. We'll bring him in.
Eve Elise is already wearing red.
Knocka.
Why would he turn his back on?
Why was he turning his back?
They turned their back on me.
Turn your back on the wolf pack. Better end up in a body bag.
Yeah.
Virginia, we have a. No, we gotta have a show in December. How do we not have a show in December?
It's called the
event.
Called the winter time.
AEW, Fighter Fest, Full Year, Revolution, Blood and Guts. Welcome. Blood and Guts. That is 3 hours. It's on a Saturday in December. Yeah. Annual. Everything else should be good, right? Save. Alright, that all should be good. Alright, Mr. Zachary will be joining us too very soon. Chris, are you alive? I'm worried about the current health of Chris right now. Blood and Guts. I don't think I have any other pictures, sadly, for any other pictures. Let's see. I also want to see what we have here for teams. Maybe I'll do some housekeeping. That's really it. Product-wise, I kind of want to change this to the no style because I like that. Makes it more fun to book without the no style. Product search, no company name. I just go for, I'll just find it down here eventually. Shouldn't be too far down. And there we go. Apply this product. New style. These are yours. Everything circus, regular focus, ring circus, tight focused. So everything else is pretty good. Save and rock and roll. Trying to see if there's anybody else where they need to add in here. I think we're pretty much good to go for AEW, taking it to Dynamite here. Take it to the next show. Alright, there we go. Yeah, what's up, Mike? No, I haven't added it in yet. So, because I haven't came back to that one yet. I honestly want Moxley to drop the belt to Kingston, but either way, I'll be happy with kind of who wins. I want them to take a risk. You know what I mean? Chris and I were talking about this earlier, where the only real big risk, welcome Travis, I was saying the only real big risk, yeah, I don't see either one quitting, I don't see that. The only big risk I've seen them take was with the women's division, so I'll give them props off to that, because it's the one big thing positively I'll say about the women's division, AEW.
Hello.
Welcome, Zach. But I don't know, like, if you look at it, there hasn't been any big risks taken for a new face outside of the WWE circle to win any belts, because it's been Jericho Moxley, and then Dynamite title, it's been Cody, Luke Harper, Cody. So, and then
It's been all WWE people, really.
And then even then, you could say the mainstream circle of wrestling with the tag team titles, where it's been, what is it, SCU, and then was it Hangman and Kenny, and then FTR. So all still the mainstream people, except for Adam Page. I don't think he was.
He wasn't that mainstream, no.
Call him mainstream now-ish.
Yeah.
I think they pulled the trigger way too soon when they decided that the first match for the title was going to be Hangman versus Jericho.
Yeah.
I thought when they did that, actually, like, I thought they were going to come back to that at the end, like, after, like, literally the story was going to be Jericho holds the belt, and, like, it's Adam Page again, and then he wins it. Like, then you see that evolution of him, but maybe they just
like
gave up on
the big
that.
victory of the great Adam Page. Instead, he just gets absolutely shit on because he's not good.
I see that.
He's down there, like.
So. Mike is saying he'll see. He wouldn't mind Kingston as champ, but hoping Darby wins the title. I think that'll be the one change, honestly. I don't know if FTR will drop the belts, but I think
they've run themselves in the corner. Like that, what are they gonna do?
It would be dumb if it's weird because Cody just got the belt back, but I would think it'd be dumb if he didn't drop the belt to Darby to help Darby just to. I mean, how much?
They should have even got the belt back in the first place, in my opinion.
Also, what the heck's going on with Orange Cassidy? He just went and just had an amazing feud with Jericho, and
he should be going for the world. Like, even though I don't like Cassidy like as much as other people, he should be going for the world title because he beat Jericho. Like, that's how it should go. Like, it makes that feud nothing.
Is he pre-show or?
I don't even know.
Is
he on the?
He's there.
He's there
somewhere.
Is he on the show?
I don't know where, but he's there.
I don't know if he's on the show, like the main card though.
Oh, I just realized.
He's usually on Dynamite.
You'll know this. Did you watch All Dogs Go to Heaven, Zach? Like the film?
Yes.
You know Carface, and I just made the connection between him and Eddie Kingston. It's like, that's the Carface is Eddie Kingston. I just realized, it's like, even like this, you can't get it out of your head. Even like his head's similar shape to it, Carface.
Okay. So it's full year 2020, right? Mm-hmm. We got Serena Deeb versus Allison Kay on the pre-show
for the NWA
Women's title.
Yeah. But she might be leaving the NWA as well, maybe. Not Deeb.
Wow. We got John Silver and Orange Cassidy is the kickoff show.
So he went from feuding from Chris Jericho in like the most big thing they were pushing, even bigger than the world title in some people's minds. And now he's on the what direction is that? I'm not even saying whoa he's Orange Cassidy because I might have my opinions on him, but that's lack of direction.
He didn't want to feud against Jericho. How is he not like?
They go, why is he not up there? Like Jericho's still up there. Like
he should have taken that TNT title.
He should have. Like, I don't know what to think about it. Well, because Cody's Triple H of his own company. You know?
Oh yeah, I know.
You know, so he's not gonna lose it.
He's Cody Rhodes now.
Oh yeah, he's Cody Rhodes. You can say his name.
Can't call him Cody anymore. He's Cody Rhodes.
But that's his mid-card name. But that doesn't exist. Mid-cards don't exist in AEW.
That's his mid-card name. That's his slave name.
That's a slave name. Rhodes, yeah. Meanwhile, my brother in the same company, Dustin Rhodes.
He's gonna probably cut a 20-minute promo about it and how emotional he is, like he normally does. Like, oh, Cody. Yeah. What else is on the show? So the main event's.
Here, I'll show you guys one second. Let me bring this dogs in.
All right.
You got Jericho and MJF for the inner circle opportunity.
So wait, what? Like, they did all that dumb malarkey, and they're gonna have a match? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I guess you weren't a fan of that musical segment they did.
I will say genuinely, I was impressed with MJF's vocals, but I just think it was not
I didn't
right.
think that was MJF.
I just don't think it's right for his like I don't like a lot of that stuff that AEW does, but you could maybe make the excuse that their characters would do that, MGF should not have, like, he's one of the only, like, serious, to a fault, heels they have, and he's doing, like, cha-cha now. I'm like, well, you're just like the rest. What's special about you now? You know?
Yeah.
It's like you don't see Lance Archer doing that. Yet. He says. Next week we'll have Jake the Snake being summoned from, like, Lance Archer be playing the flute, and Jake the Snake will be like, doo-doo. You know, they'll do that. I don't know if AEW has a direction. I don't know what, like, I'm not critiquing it as the talent at this point. Now I'm critiquing the direction and the talent.
So, what do you think's going on with that Jericho and MJF thing?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I understand that Jericho wants to, and this is something that someone brought up recently. If you look through Jericho's entire career, and it's really jaded my opinion of him. He's always tried to attach himself to the new hot thing. Orange Cassidy, Fandango, Punk, John Cena in 05 before he left. Like, if you look down Jericho's career, he's always, and as you could say, it's a smart business move, but it's just like, I gotta be a part of this. And somehow he always gets a part of it. Intentionally or not. Now, that's just a theory, but it's something that I've quite considered for a while. Yeah. Well, like, New Japan was getting hot again. He was like, Vince, let me go to New Japan. You know what I mean? Like, it's something to think about. So now MJF's was probably one of the most popular things at AEW, so he's attached himself to that, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I think it probably would benefit MJF if he won. If Jericho did not just lose to Orange Cassidy, it would benefit MJF to beat Jericho, but now, what does it do for anybody?
Mike says, what if Wardlow turns on him at
It's too soon. Why would I care?
They're doing a really bad job at pulling triggers a lot earlier than they should be.
They don't have patience. Like, they've turned. Who's the heel in the Young Buck and the FTR feud? Because the Young Bucks have been like, I'm gonna super kick Tony Schiavone. Like, who am I supposed to boo? Because yeah, but there are no heels and faces in AEW. It's all gobbledygook. You're not New Japan, guys. Never got this stuff for you. But probably, I would say MJF should win, but I just don't know why the feud exists. What do you think about it, Zach? The feud.
Which feud?
The MJF and Jericho one.
Oh, I hate MJF. MJF is the most overrated young wrestler in wrestling today.
I think fundamentally in ring he's good. He's different. I definitely think he has got. I think because the main reason he's overrated because he's on AEW. If he was somewhere else, he wouldn't be because he's so different compared to the rest of them. But do you care at all about how it went, or are you just not interested at all in the feud?
I have not enjoyed anything Jericho's done since his first match with Omega in New Japan. So even his stuff with Moxley, his stuff early in AEW,
yeah,
I didn't care for. And I don't like MJF anyways. I didn't like his stuff with Cody. Don't like MJF. So this feud just has nothing for me. I don't care about Wardlow. I think the Inner Circle's trash.
I think Jericho's best run was his last WWE run with a list, and he should have retired. And like obviously there's the rumor about him, you know, he was going to re-sign with WWE, but he teased going to AEW, and then they were like, oh no, you can just go. And that's why he's in AEW now, because he messed about. So it wasn't his first choice as much as he would like us to believe it is. Yeah. That's just a rumor.
Have they said what an Elite Deletion match is by chance?
No, Matt Hardy should not be wrestling anymore, by the way.
He's concussed.
Matt Hardy should have retired after his run in WWE.
Are we allowed to talk about AEW's bad medical conduct, or because it's been a joke?
Their apparent perfect healthcare.
Apparent perfect, because you know why? And the people say, oh, they don't just hire all the friends. They do. They don't just hire all their friends to wrestle. They hire all their friends in their positions in the company, like medical and merchandising. You can
Yeah.
look it up, and it shows.
Man, poor Zack Ryder.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's
what-
messed
what-
up. Zack
no,
Ryder and Heath Slater got screwed, bro.
Heath Slater's in Impact.
He's doing
He
good.
got
Impact,
hurt, but
Impact's an interesting case.
Scorpio Sky
Listen,
playing on his phone.
fucking even the Good Brothers are there.
I know. That's all. I'm gonna say Impact had another chance, and they blew it again. That's my opinion, but obviously some people.
I mean,
like
I
it
don't
more than do.
disagree. I haven't watched Impact a lot recently, but
Yeah.
the bit that I have seen was pretty good.
I was interested in Rich Swann and Eric Young, and I was like, why can't the rest of the show be?
Oh, are you just sad because Eric Young lost the belt super early?
No. No, I don't mind that. I'm saying I
Okay.
meant I don't
Because
care.
everybody else hated it.
I think it's
Yeah.
good for Rich Swann, and I don't think Eric Young was gonna have a long run. And they've
Eric
obviously seen them.
Young will
have their own
forever
plans.
be mid card at best.
I'm saying, but like at least it's more for making a new star. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
I'm not invested. I'm not invested in the product at all after recent things. And I just think they've messed up again. They had a chance to make a serious, not competition, but lasting, and they're just like, haha, we're gonna do our dumb things again that drove everyone away in the first place. So,
What's match of the night you think on Full Gear?
FTR versus the Young Bucks.
Really?
the go home when I leave. I don't know. I'm just not invested in anything really. It's been a really
Moxley
bad.
and Eddie, I've actually paid a lot of attention
Yeah,
to,
I feel
and
like
They're good.
that's gonna be really good. I'm
It's
super
gonna be a good
excited
fight.
for that one.
I think Eddie should win, but I don't think they will do it.
I think it'd be awesome for Eddie to win and have a short little reign for it, but I also don't think I'm ready to give up Moxley as champ yet.
I think it's very geared towards Moxley and Kenny. You know what I mean? I feel like
That's what I'm all for.
They already seem to, yeah.
That match would be
Like-
very interesting, especially considering everything they have in terms of titles.
So I mean,
Kenny Omega is the AAA Mega Champion right now.
I guess
Moxley
what,
holds
it
the belt in
goes.
AEW and Japan.
So I mean, what it goes full circle, and then because Moxley beat Kenny the first time, then Kenny's gonna get the belt.
And then lose the
can see
handbag
it.
probably. I would say
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Also, EC3 done
Unfortunately.
with
Yeah.
EC3 done with Impact. Does that
Yeah,
mean-
he went to ROH.
Yeah.
He,
Oh,
he went to Impact, he shit on Moose, and then he was like, yeah, by the way, I'm
I fe-
leaving.
I think he saw what the product was, and he was like, "Ring of Honor's better," which is true.
No, it's not.
It's better off than
Because they
Impact.
have the pure tournament.
That's better
That's
than
all
nothing.
they've done.
I
It's
can't
better
say anything
than-
on
it's re-
ROH.
They
I
brought
haven't, I've
back
seen
Matt
nothing. so-
Taven, if that's what you want.
Matt Taven's what the people want.
Oh, he's world champ right now.
No, but he's back.
Oh, I thought
He's
that
back.
I thought Roosh was.
Yeah, Rouge is champ, I think, or PCO or somebody.
PCO. Oh my god, it might be PCO. PCO.
We forgot about PCO.
All right, let me catch up, Zach. Okay, here's what you missed since you started the stream on AEW. Right. So this is AEW Dark, but I mean we can have just as much fun as we can have. 1 minute. Sorry, I just knew there, dying there. So 5 and 10 are battling over Shanna. Well, 5 ended up getting Shanna because they put her on a pole. Evil Uno kidnapped her. John Silver took her down on a forklift, put her up on the forklift, and the 5 saved her, you know. But because of that, 5 got kicked out of the Dark Order. You know. So yeah, there's that. Also, he's now known as Alan 5. Let me find the stables.
Why?
And he's a part of the Burberry Bad Boys.
Burberry.
Burberry Bad Boys. So it's MJF, Alan 5, Shanna, and Wardlow. So yeah.
The Wolf Pack.
Yeah, the Wolf Pack is back. Moxley and Darby, because why not? So what do you see here that you want to go wild with? Also, let me
I
recap
like
you
Death
on,
Triangle. It's a garbage name, but it's
let me recap you on champs. Dustin Rhodes, TNT champ.
alright.
He relived his infamous match where he was in the back of the bed of a truck and they wrestled. So he wrestled Miroslav on the back of a GameStop truck.
A GameStop truck
Yeah, a GameStop truck.
in November of 2020.
In November of 2020.
I don't
And,
believe you.
and yep, that happened. And he beat Miroslav and got the TNT title, all right? And he stole like a new PlayStation 5 with him. Nyla Rose, still women's champ. That's the best we got going on. Marko Stunt's world champ. And Dax and Cash are still tag team champs. They have not competed on Dynamite this past week because they said they're too good for Dynamite. Also, Marko Stunt is being managed and taken care of by Papa Stunt. So yeah, that kind of catches you up on things. What do you want to do here to adapt and evolve the story and get wild on AEW Dark? How do you want to start the show? What'd you say?
I said,
Okay.
start with a promo.
Okay. Also, Peter Avalon and Brandon Cutler were playing D&D in the library, and
Okay.
Leva Bates threw a book at the back of Brandon Cutler's head, and he threatened to straight up sacrifice her to the gods of Mordor or something. So that's a thing too. So yeah, but I mean, AEW Dark Queen just get wild because it's it's just what it is. It is what it is on YouTube premiere.
I want Taz and Vicky Guerrero.
All right, what are they doing?
They're talking about their clients.
Okay.
Maybe a future 6-man tag match.
All right. Kicking off the show here, we'll do it classic style for the people at home. Travis, name a person. Zach, name a person. I'll name a person.
I want Joey Janela.
All right. Jelly Janela. Travis, who you got?
Jelly Janela.
Well, thank you for your contributions, Travis. I will
Pick Michael Nakazawa for you.
I will gladly put Michael Nakazawa in your place. And last but not least, we'll put Will Hobbs or something. I don't know. Where'd he come from? What's his story? And we'll let that happen. After that, I think it's only fitting that we continue our great story with Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon with Leva Bates, where he threatens to sacrifice her to the gods of Mordor. And that's when, surprise, surprise, you know who also used to play a lot of D&D back in the day? QT Marshall. All right. QT Marshall was like, whoa, D&D, I haven't played this since high school. So he's going to he's gonna
That's
join
what the
in on
QT
the fun.
stands for. It stands for quick throw.
Quick throw, because he you know how you get that little shake, a little sizzle?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
like you're
He was
shaking
like,
your hand, You got that,
Yeah.
it's like arthritis when you're like young. And he's going for that quick throw, and it's a 1. It's a critical miss. It's a critical fail. So yeah,
Rip.
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 Yep, quick throw into a fail. And after that, I think it's only fitting that we do our classic 2v2v2v2.
The GOAT.
Ooh.
2v2v2v2. Well, that's new. That's new. That's like like the new.
That's deluxe.
That's the new. Yeah, you get the 3v3v3 on the deluxe days.
Mm-hmm.
So we need some teams here. All right.
Alright, so filtered teams.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna say throw people together. Okay, if you want.
No.
If you want to do that, all right. So throw me some teams.
Alright, I want Private Party.
Okay, private party. All right. Okay. Travis, would you like to name somebody?
Oh, go to singles. I'm making 2 people.
Okay.
I'm not making a team. We'll have Dr. Lufer.
Okay. I think he's in the team.
I know, but I'm making him go somewhere else.
Serpentico or something?
and he's gonna team up with.
I think that's
10.
an idea. 10?
Yeah,
10 and Dr. Luther. Okay, fair enough.
it's like Frankenstein's monster.
And I'm gonna go with the Chaos Project. I'm gonna go with the Gun Club. And surprise, guess what? It's a title match. It's a title
Oh
match.
my
It's a title
god!
match.
Come on, Doctor.
Oh, I got you. So,
Damn, what a fucking garbage title match
What?
on World Tag Team title match.
for only 9 minutes.
Oh
Oh,
shit! I guess we
nine.
gotta make this a freaking 20-minute match then.
Make it 20 minutes.
I love how the game's like, you sure you want to
Oh,
do
this
that?
is on dark.
Yeah. Like, the game's like, you sure you want to? All right, freestyle angle. Anything crazy you guys can think of? Get wild or?
Gonna
If
have
Jake Roberts eats Jim Ross's baby. But
Wow.
it's about as wild as I could think of.
Jake Roberts and
Jim Ross.
no, who's the guy? Who's that guy with Jake Roberts? Murderhawk.
Lance
Lance Archer.
Lance Archer. Yeah, they're gonna go inside of Jim Ross's home and kidnap this thing.
They steal Jim Ross's prize collection of barbecue sauces.
My barbecue.
My barbecue sauce,
No.
my baby.
I can't believe it.
He stole my
You've gone
barbecue.
too far. You've all went too far now.
You've gone too far.
Scalded dog.
You
You scalded dog.
heathens.
You scalded dogs.
You scalded dogs. And then there's only one way to
I'll
end
give
off.
you a slobber knocker.
There's only one way to end off AEW Dark.
Jake the Snake.
Yeah,
Cinematic
that's-
match.
And
Jake
that's
the
with,
Snake versus Jim Ross.
That's what they
An MMA match. Monster truck
a
match.
monster truck match, yeah.
Oh my
God.
god. It's like the Giant and Hogan.
Let's see, we got from out of nowhere, so we're gonna have Awesome Kong. Let's see if we can do this. Awesome Kong's
Britt
monster
Baker.
truck is gonna take on Britt Baker's
In a monster trucks match.
and monster trucks, yeah.
I hate this.
The dental
Let's
drill truck.
Yeah, so Britt Baker has like a freaking big ol' dentist van, all right, but it's got like.
Van, not a truck, a van. Is
You
that
guys
like
ever play
SUV? Van.
you know about cars crashing PS2? Not Burnout. PS2 games. I'll find it. Trust me.
Alright.
Trust me. We'll go through this little list here. And I'll find it.
Let's see.
It bothers me that
Crash,
it's not already.
Crash Team, Mason.
It bothers me that it's not on here already. If you guys can help me figure it out, it's a PS2 game. It's
Right.
about driving. It's about
Right.
crashing into things. It is not Burnout.
Crash Hour.
Not Crash Hour. It really bothers me how it's
Twisted
not.
Metal.
Twisted Metal. Thank you.
Yeah. The
Twisted
Twisted Sister.
Metal. Twisted Sisters.
I can't believe I was right.
Yes. Oh, I mean,
Because
this-
I took a guess.
Yeah. So it's kind of like one of these things. That's what she's driving. It's got like, and then
All right,
Awesome
well,
Kong's driving one of these things. She's
Oh
just
my
holding.
God.
She's holding on to two giant wheels.
Awesome Kong is just wheels.
Awesome Kong is the monster
She
truck.
is just
Alright.
wheels.
Well, I gotta head off to work.
Have fun at work,
Coward.
buddy.
Have-
Travis is like, I'm out of here. I don't even want to see who wins that match. He was like, I'm out of here.
I'm done.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later.
Was it on Rocket League? Just a metal Rocket League. Did they put it in Rocket League? Oh my gosh, they did. That's hot.
That is amazing.
That is amazing. It is well deserved. What they need to put a Twisted Metal on PS5.
And he Twisted Metal on the PC. All the PCs.
And we need a Twisted Metal movie.
Yes.
Man, that'd be wild. It should be in the form of like the Hunger Games, But instead of
Yeah.
like the children of each district, it's like the local trailer park of each state. So all 50 states. Hey, thank you, gamer. Much appreciated. So we get all 50 states together and we find the local trailer park that is like the biggest and has like the most well-known psychopath in each one, right? And you're like, from Macomb, Alabama, here comes Scooter, and he comes out and he's got a little rip scooter, a little rip thing on it with little flames on it, and it's like, out from Nashville, Tennessee, Broken Toes. I don't know. You gotta get wild with it. You ready for a show? Let's see. Taz and Vicky. So, like, what are they talking about again? They want to have, like, Nyla and Team Taz's Ricky Starks and Brian Cage team up one time or do a thing.
Yeah, they're gonna do a big old six
Why
humans tag.
Why doesn't Taz just invite Vicky Ware to join Team Taz?
Cause why would he do that?
I don't
No
know.
women, no girls allowed.
No girls.
It's the Treehouse Club.
It's Treehouse Club. No girls allowed. You got cooties, Vicky. Vicky's got cooties. Jelly Janela defeats Michael Nakazawa with the moonsault foot stomp. That was impressive. After that, Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon still playing D&D, because I don't know if you've ever played D&D before, but this, like the games go on for a long time. And if you're getting 5 minutes every dark, and the games go on for weeks, like, Brandon Cutler could be an old man by the time they finally finish their 5-minute sessions on dark. All right. So Peter Avalon's with them. They're playing some D&D. Leva Bates is getting angry because they're just getting all into it. And then QT Marshall comes in because he was eating an apple in the little, like, lounge area while reading a book. He's like, you guys playing D&D? And Peter's like, yeah, but you gotta be quiet because she gets all angry about it. He's like, man, I love D&D. And Leva's like, shh, just really angry. QT's like, okay. So you want to hear why they call me QT? And Peter Brandon's like, why? He's like, because it's a quick throw. Watch this. Hand me some dice. He hands him some dice. He goes for the little sizzle, little he throws it. Little, and yeah, two ones. Critical miss. So he's like, see guys, see, quick throw. He's like, can I join you guys in D&D? He's like, I don't know. We're kind of in the middle of a game. We're getting ready to face some goblins. He's like, don't worry. I'm a level 19 wandering huntsman. Don't worry about it. I got this, guys. So he joins their party. He joins the D&D party. The initiative or whatever. After that, we see... I can't believe I'm reading this. In a decent match, Dr. Luther and 10 defeated Private Party, the Gun Club, and FTR in 14 minutes and 6 seconds.
You put the title
The
on the
order
line.
of elimination was the Private Party first, then the Gun Club, and finally FTR. Dr. Luther and 10 have won the AEW World Tag Team titles. Dr. Luther was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else in the ring.
Hate it.
How? How did this happen? How did we let this happen? How? This is uncalled.
You let this happen.
Travis let this happen because he put them together.
Yeah, but you made it a title match.
Guess who's joining the Dark Order? Guess who's joining the Dark Order? So Jim Ross is in his house, all right?
Yeah.
And it's like you ever play that game Hello Neighbor?
Yes.
It's kind of like that. So he like goes downstairs into his basement, okay? And then Jake's like, Lance, you gotta break into the house. You gotta see what's in this basement. Every morning and every night, I catch him slipping. Because he'll be slipping up the stairs. Who slips up the stairs? And Jim's an old man. So I keep an eye on him. Because I don't want him to slip and fall and hurt his back or something. Because...
What a good person.
Yeah, because you think he's like all creeping on him, but he's a good friend. Jake cares about him, right?
They've been friends for years.
he just has the van parked outside of his house, and he's creeping on him, and he's trying to figure out, why is he slipping? So he sends Lance inside the house to go, and he sneaks in there. Like I said, very, very slowly, like it's what's it called, like hello neighbor. Okay, so he's going in through the back window. Lance Archer's a big dude. He's a big dude. Okay, so it's a little hard for him to sneak in, but he's getting in there. You know, he's like crawling all around the floor. He's moving all around. He's like, oh, hello, Jake, by the way. What are you doing? Okay, that was a surprise. I forget sometimes the streamer would just have an open fight.
Yeah.
So he sneaks right in here. And then he like stumbles a little bit. And he knocks over the television. Jim gets angry. And he's like, huh, what's going on up there? He's taking his time. But he's getting up there. He's walking up the stairs. And he's just like, ah, shoot. He knocked over his, like, he has like an old, like, box TV. You know what I mean? So when that thing falls over, it smashes. It's a big, like, it starts an electrical fire in the house, actually. And so Jim's going upstairs, and he's, like, all freaking out because it's on fire. Lance is hiding in Jim's closet. And what Lance does next is just uncalled for. It's too hot for TV, but it can only be shown on AEW Dark, After Dark. Lance dresses up as Jim Ross's deceased wife. He puts on her clothes in the closet, and he jumps out and scares Jim Ross. And Jim Ross falls outside of his window. All right, because Lance does this to scare him so he can get him out of the house because the house is on fire. Jim falls right out of this freaking window. And Lance is like, oh, shoot. They think they just killed Jim Ross. All right, because Lance wanted to go in there and just find out what was in the basement. And when he goes down in the basement while the house is still on fire, he finds out it was just the barbecue sauce had been, like, slipping. Like, there'd been some barbecue sauce on the staircase. So he goes and he gets some barbecue sauce, and he brings it out to Jake. And Jake's like, man, don't be stupid. Jim's on the ground, passed out. We gotta see if he's okay. So Lance goes, still dressed as Jim Ross's deceased wife, puts him in the back of the van, and they drive off to the hospital to see if Jim's okay. To be continued. TBC. What do you think about that one?
Starts.
What?
Jim Ross has had a lot happen in his life.
Jim Ross-
This is not a thing that needs to happen.
Not a thing that needed to happen. Yeah, his house is on fire.
This was not a thing that needed to happen.
His house burned down. His house just burned down, and
He
Lance
lost
Archer
his house,
just
he hit the pavement. His wife's dead.
yeah. Well, no, he didn't hit the pavement. He because there's grass outside, but like he broke through the back. And,
No, I'm
like, the
talking about when he
glass.
actually like broke his face.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, and so Lance Archer dressing up in drag is not, helping the occasion. So, in the monster truck match, Britt Baker wins. She trapped Awesome Kong. I don't know how that really works. Maybe she just popped off one of the wheels. Awesome Kong was, was using or whatever. So, yeah, there's that. 55, not bad. I'm kind of worried about Jim Ross though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's also I need to change the stable thing real quick. Welcome to the Dark Order, Dr. Luther. Wow! Everybody give it up for Dr. Luther.
I hate it.
Dr. Luther. He should be Dr. Numbers. He should be the one who gets to number them. You know what I mean? That should be like his thing.
Let's call him Doc.
Just Doc. He could be
Doc
like the.
Order.
You ever play? We played this a while back. Okay, I'll show it to you on the screen. Okay, we played this a while back, and this was a lot of fun. You, me, Aaron, and Jake. I think it was a game called Killing Floor 2. I think I have a video of actually. On
I
my
remember
channel.
Killing Floor 2.
I think I have a video of actually all of us playing it. It might have been Matt.
I have a video of all of us playing it somewhere.
It was at the time I think it was free on PlayStation because PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
a really good
PlayStation
game.
Plus was free.
He's kind of like the doctor from there, but I don't remember looking this disgusting.
I miss this game.
It was a really good game. Had some great heavy metal, good gunplay, very quick game to get into. I don't know. I feel like it just was always missing something more. Maybe like a sense of like progression. Maybe I think it had progression too, though. I'm not really certain. So we need to kick off the show with Jake Roberts and and Lance Archer and Jim Ross, because we need to address the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? There we go. After that, how are we kicking off Dynamite? What's the first match you want to do?
I think FTR gets a rematch for their belts.
What if they lose? You want to make it like a stipulation, like a ladder match or something? Or item on a pole match?
Ladder match?
We can't do ladder match. Those are too dangerous for TV. We can do an item on a pole. We can put the belts on a pole.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. Mike said, shouldn't I take Jim Ross off commentary for storyline purposes? Yeah, that's why he's off commentary for that segment.
It would make sense, but why would we do that? That would make sense.
Well, no, he's only going to be off that segment, but he's going to come back. You got his job. He's got to do his job, so he's going to come back. You know.
Job.
Yeah, it's his job. He can
Regardless
announce,
of how dead he might be right now, it's his job.
We can zoom him in. He can do like a FaceTime.
I just want to say that he was in the segment right after at Dark. Right after the stuff that happened with him and Lance Archer.
No, because he doesn't do Dark. He doesn't do Dark.
Oh,
Excalibur,
he doesn't do Dark.
Excalibur
Right.
does Dark. Excalibur and Taz.
You're right.
Yeah. He don't do Dark. He only does
Too good.
He's too good for Dark. We gotta switch out this guy for 10. So Luther and 10. World Tag Team. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. After that, we'll do an angle where we hype up the match happening. We'll be like, Tully is mad at Cash and Dax for saying that they're too good for Dynamite, but then they go on Dark and lose the belts. So he's just going to absolutely chew them a new one. So, and then after that match, where maybe they'll win the belts back, we don't know. You want Lance Archer to kick Papa Stunt's head off his shoulders for impersonating a wrestler?
I mean,
why would we do it to Ryback? So
I think we need to focus on getting Pac that world title.
So, but Marko Stunt's the world champ. So you're telling me
I don't give a damn.
You're
who's the
telling me
world
that's the new feud? Is Marko?
Is he feuding with anybody?
No. So we do need someone for him to go into Full Gear or whatever. The next pay per view is Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts. Marko, Papa Stunt, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy are out there with Pac, Penta, and what's the goof, Ray Phoenix. But Eddie Kingston's gonna be out there too, because he's like, Pac, I beat you last week. You don't deserve no title match. How about that? After that, we're gonna have a great 1v1 match tonight. We're gonna see Orange Cassidy is gonna take on John Moxley, because John and Darby attacked Orange last week. So you guys go out there and just steal the show or something. Yeah. You know what? We're not even gonna book winners. We're not gonna book winners. We're gonna do it old school, just because Zach's here.
Woohoo! Orange Cassidy doesn't have stamina.
Apparently, he can't.
How are you gonna tell me that?
He got that low energy too.
Oh, that makes sense. Then.
Yeah, I got that problem too. You know, like after a while, you're just like, I could go another 20 minutes, but I'm gassed up. I don't want to.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, I'm gassed up. I don't want to. Yeah. It's like whenever I'm playing football or whatever with Bolton, I'm like, I've already played this for an hour straight. Why would I want to do this any longer?
That's too long.
Yeah, let's just vibe and like get a hot pocket or something. So we got Nyla out there with Vicky and Taz and Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. That's a thing. Tony Schiavone. And then they get into a 3v3 match, as promised. What? Actually, no. They get into a 3v3v3 match. Because you guys are special. That's right. Thank you. We got Nyla. We got Brian Cage. We got what's Ricky Starks. Okay. We got Wardlow. We got Alan 5. And we got Shanna. And then we got Brandon Cutler. And we got Peter Avalon. And we
They took a break from their game.
They don't play the games on I was gonna say
Dynamite.
I was gonna say they don't play it on Wednesdays, but Dynamite is
Yeah,
also
Dynamite's
with
the same
Dark,
day.
and Dark is free taped. So they don't,
Yeah.
they played in the morning. They played in the morning at the library. They don't play it at night.
It's a morning game.
Yeah. At night is when Eddie Kingston plays Canton. Is that what it's called? Please, is it Catan? Canton board game. Cat? Yeah, it's this thing. I got it right. Right here. The cat plays the
Settlers of Catan.
Catan, something like that. Eddie Kingston's a big fan of Catan. All right,
Is he?
big. All right, he loves
That's
city building
hilarious.
games. Like he played Civilization 4, and because of
Yeah.
that, he's completely into the board game version of it, which is Catan. We got
I can tell if you're talking about real life or in this game. I'm concerned.
I hope I'm talking about the game. I love whatever. Like this is one thing I really like about. Yeah, so the big reason I didn't like the KDB at first was the pictures and the stats and not as many people. But over
So
time,
you just didn't like the mod.
yeah, I just didn't like it at first. I like
Just
the
say that. Just say that.
yeah, but now like the stats are way better. I love the sticker pack. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Yo, I'm so
the
mad that
skin
you
pack's
didn't
great.
listen to me when I told you to get it like 3 months ago.
But 3
I
months
hope you
ago,
get that.
it's still missing a lot of stuff.
It hasn't changed much in 3 months.
The stickers.
No, they haven't changed much.
They're also missing a lot of staples. I actually had to go in and like download a different sticker pack to add more stable stickers.
You can find them,
Yeah.
or you can ask for them, and somebody will make them.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna start asking and going to town. Then at that point, I'm just gonna be like, "Can you give me this one and this one and that one and these ones?" And I want you
I
guys
think they have a template.
steal the show, please. After that, we're gonna have give me a fun segment. Zach.
Be a fun segment.
Yeah, because like we had a lot of fun with the Jim Ross thing, right?
All right.
I'm gonna add this one too. The Dustin Rhodes, Miro, and Kip
Yeah, that's a
Sabian.
good
Who's
idea.
Kip Sabian's like fiance?
Penelope Ford.
Thank you. Wasn't she with Joey Janela? or
Joey
something?
Janela. Yes.
I was gonna say, am I not like
They were in a feud. Sabian and Janela.
over Penelope?
I might have been over her. I don't
That's
remember.
slow. Okay, wrestling's weird. So yeah, give me a segment for fun, and then we'll do a match, co-main event, I guess. Or no, we still got probably time.
I want Pac to sympathize with Marko Stunt backstage for being short.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll get gold out of that or something. So
I know, you'll find something out of that.
yeah. What if I told you I was the quiet one of our friend group, but then when we hit record on TEW, I'm like, let's just get wild. Let's get crazy.
Let's just say everything.
Yeah.
Say all the words.
I'm the one who won't let them cuss around my brother, but then as soon as TEW hits, I'll be like, all right, so Lance Archer dressed up in drag as Jim Ross's dead wife.
Lance Archer is a whore.
Oh my god. We're gonna have Matt Jackson tonight take on Kenny Omega.
Nick Jackson.
No, we're not those type of
What,
monsters.
Kenny? That's might be worse.
Because Matt's really ticked off at what.
Why
Kenny
only
did.
13 minutes?
Because we don't have that much time. I'll give him 20 minutes. Fine, I'll give him 20 minutes.
Cool.
I'll give him 20 minutes. You go out there and steal that show, also. Every match is a steal the show match in this house.
20-minute main event. What are we doing?
The main event's something different.
All right, co-main event.
That was the co-main event. The main event
All
is
right,
gonna
main
be,
event.
The main event, I feel like it's got to be Pac and Eddie Kingston. Because, I mean...
I'm fair.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you know...
I don't think this match gonna go as good as you're gonna hope for it, honestly.
So.
Just because Eddie Kingston's not over.
He's not over, it's just he can't last long. So
That's it. And he's not over either. He's like recognizable.
Pac, and then
Marko Stunt.
Marko with Papa Stunt there in the background.
Eddie Kingston is beating up Pac. Marko Stunt comes out to make the save, and Pac's like, "Yo, fuck you, short kid."
Even though we could be normal people, and we could just do the look on the fly, go back to the thing after.
Yeah.
Just to save time, I'm just gonna put all of them in there, and then whoever wins that main event, and it's gonna change to be like, oh.
They're gonna fight Marko.
Yeah, at Full Gear, if we remember. Hopefully, I was told to add Alex Reynolds versus Trent, and we get them in the pre-show.
They're not even good enough to be at dark.
They're not good enough in the dark. This is Dynamite Dark. Dynamite Dark.
That's how that works.
Actually, we can put them on the main show. They only get 3 minutes though. Well, in total 5, but they get 3 minutes in there. Right? 3 minutes. So we'll put them right after. We'll put them right after the co-main event. Then it's the cool down match.
Oh my god.
And then we're gonna put another segment in there just
because.
Yeah, it's the Cody and Tony Khan argument of the week. Because Cody's still ticked off that Marko's world champ.
Why is everyone mad in AEW? Not a single person is happy.
I'm gonna put Brady
or
in
even
here
content.
I think Marco's happy. So
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Matt's mad at Kenny. Fucking Moxley and Orange have an issue. Jim Ross.
86.
Okay.
All right.
I created the greatest angle in AEW history.
All right. So here's what happened. All right. So Dark has just occurred earlier in the morning. Okay. And Lance Archer is still seen in the back.
Wait. Realistically, the Dark film tonight
it's for next Tuesday
until next week. So this is after that. And they have to wait for Dark for the prequel of the segment.
Okay. So AEW Dynamite starts off like this. It's shot like it's
last time on Dark next week.
time on Dark next week. It's shot like you know how like you're in the point of view of Jim Ross and he's staring up. So he's like trying to wake up, he's blinking his eyes, and it's kind of shot a little cinematic actually. That's why it's rated so highly at the start of the show. Lance Archer is still there dressed as drag, holding the hand of Jim Ross, and he's like, "It's gonna be okay, Jim. It's gonna be okay." And you see Jake
put Lance Archer in drag on TV.
And you see Jake and you see Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts driving the van, right? He's like I hate traffic lights and stop signs, and he's just running through all of them, okay? To get to the hospital, and Jim's like, he's like going in and out of consciousness, and his eyes and you hear Lance saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna recover from this one," and Jake's like, "Oh, it's okay, Jim will forgive you." He's like, "But while you're at it, you should probably take off his wife's clothes." And
Jesus!
they finally get to the hospital, right? They're in the emergency room. So Lance he picked up Jim. He's carrying him like a baby to the emergency room. The lady at the front's like, "Well, I've never seen this one before," because Lance is still in the clothes, the women's clothes. And Lance puts Jim down on the gurney, all right, and they take him back to the emergency room, and Jake's like, well, well, Lance, we're gonna have to dip here. We're gonna have to go in hot. This one's gonna go down, and I don't want to pay for the medical bill. He's like, so let's just get out of here. So they leave, and Jim gets a phone call in his emergency room, and it's from Tony Schiavone. All right, he's like,
Tony Schiavone.
he's like Jim. He's like, we're
Is he Italian now?
Tony Schiavone. He's like, we're 15 minutes from Dynamite starting. Where are you at? He's like, what do you mean 15 minutes starting? He's like, well, actually, we've already started. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I need you on commentary. He's like, well, I can't. I don't know. I'm not feeling so good. I'm not gonna be able to make it there. Tony Schiavone's like, don't worry, just stay on FaceTime. So what they do is they duct tape. They don't actually have the equipment for this, so they duct tape Jim Ross's like FaceTime call with Tony Schiavone.
Yep.
So they duct tape.
They like tape it to his face.
So Tony Schiavone's new phone that he got after the Super Kicks broke it. They duct tape it, all right, to his chair where he's supposed to be, and they put like a little headpiece over there. So that's how he's gonna be doing commentary all night. After that, Tully Blanchard's just in the back, cussing up a storm, up and down. He's mad at Cash and Dax because they went and dropped the titles on Dark, which won't even be shown till next Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we're Wednesday.
So we're going into Dynamite with new tag champs, and no one's actually seen the match.
So
if FTR win the belts tonight, it's just like, wow, they really fucked up on Dark. Huh?
he's like, so you guys need to go out there, win those belts, all right?
Get them back from those lunatics.
And guess what? They win the belts. They go out there and they get those belts.
Fucking God.
The timeline's restored.
Oh my God, the timeline.
After that, Marko is seen in the back in the Jurassic Jungle with Papa, Lucha, and Jungle Boy. They're all chilling back there. He's got the AEW World Title over his shoulders, all right, all smug. And then that's when Pac comes out with the Death Triangle. He's like, traversing the jungle. He's like, Marko, I want my opportunity against you at Full Gear for the world title. Marco's like, get in line. There's a lot of people that want to face me because I am the face of AEW. And then Eddie comes out. He said, what did you say about title matches? Pac, you little elf-looking gnome bitch. I am the number one contender because I and my boys, the Butcher, the Blade, and the I don't know how Travis does it. And the Candle Maker, something like that.
Butcher, the Blade,
the Butcher, the Blade, the Candle Maker. That's Eddie Kingston's nickname, the Candle Maker. Eddie Kingston, not the Murder King, the Candle Maker. He makes those nice little wicks candles with his mama, and so he says, I want you in the ring tonight, and I'll prove once again, beating you, why I am the number one contender for that title, and I'm going to take it off a little Marko here, and I'm going to bring it back to my mama.
Little Marko.
I'm going to put it right up on her fridge, all right? Right next to my fourth grade drawing, all right? So, could you imagine if Eddie Kingston won the belt and just slapped it right on the fridge at his mom's house? John Moxley defeats Orange Cassidy. Death Rider. Pretty good match. During this match, Jim Ross had to get some fluid put into his arm or something, After that, Nyla is seen with Vicky, and she's like, excuse me. And Taz's like, hey. He's like, what did I tell you? What we talk about on Dark? Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. When you can actually watch it.
He's like, my boys here, Brian and Ricky, they're going to team up with Nyla, and we're going to get some wins tonight. How about that? And guess what? They got some wins tonight. I had to make sure. Oh, man. Nyla, Brian Cage, and Ricky Starks getting those wins. It's pretty good. I wish, how, I've said this multiple times, but how, they used to have, the improvements? I wish they would put that on here, Like how it said, someone got an improvement in brawling or charisma, stuff like that. I wish that was back on here for Road Agent Notes. So,
That'd be helpful.
okay, now we're seeing at a local GameStop where Dustin Rhodes is trying to sell the PS5 that he stole from the GameStop truck last week. But guess what? Guess who owns this local GameStop? Miroslav. He comes in and Dustin's like, I need to talk to a manager. And then out from the back comes, oh, hello. It's me, Miro, the manager, Miro.
It's Miro.
And then Dustin's like, oh, shoot. And he turns around and Kip and Penelope are at the door, like, guarding it. And they just start brawling, start fighting over the GameStop counter, okay? And then Miro said, you stole something from me that no one's ever stole from me. Dustin's like, the TNT title? He's like, no, my PlayStation 5. That was going to be mine. That was my
prize possession.
That was my pre-order. Dustin's like, no. They're like fighting over the freaking PS5 because Miro got the last pre-order at the store. Oh, man. But the big climax is when they're fighting over it, that, you know, they're all yanking it back and forth, and Kip's trying to grab it, Penelope's trying to grab it, Miro's trying to grab it, Dustin's trying to grab it, and guess what? You know how, like, they have on the PS5? Wait a minute.
Yes.
It
rips.
I will pull
Just tears.
I will pull off a picture for reference. Okay. 1 second. So what happens is that little piece, the ones that extended out, like right here, that white piece. Miro gets one, Dustin gets one. They straight up just slice right off, and the thing comes falling down, just cracks and breaks. And you can just see, like, Miro just, like, a single tear runs down his face. And Kip and Penelope look at him, and then just Dustin runs out like a coward. He just runs out, and Miro's like, he will pay for this. He will pay with blood and guts. He said the name of the pay-per-view. He said the name of the pay-per-view. Now we have Kenny Omega taking on Matt Jackson, beating him with the one-winged angel.
Who was right? Who shut us hard in the match?
It was 81. It was 81. Are you glad we put Matt in there and not Nick? Also, he got a hot new move.
Yeah.
What's the new move?
The no-legged super kick.
Wow, is it just a drop kick with, like,
No.
your knees?
Oh, he stands there and slaps his thigh, and they take a bump.
Oh, man. I didn't think it was a comedy match, but okay. I thought this was I mean, there's a lot. It's like what you said, there's a lot of hatred.
See? Kenny Omega was so mad that he
friendship.
botched the new move.
Oh, my gosh, the friendship.
Man, what a shit.
Tony Khan looks lost out there. So Cody takes the hand of Brandy, all right? And they
Why
go.
is his name only Cody?
Because we haven't won that last.
We did
battle.
win already. It's November.
This is an alternate history, bro.
No,
Marko's
that's not how
watching.
this works.
So Cody goes, and he's with Brandy. And he's like, me and Mrs. Rhodes. There you go. Me and Mrs. Rhodes are very pissed off at you, Tony, because you're allowing Marko to be world champ. We don't have children as world champs. There needs to be a real man like me as world champ around here. Tony's like, well, Cody, you're not even in the top 5 of the little tier list thing we make every week. He's like, you know, maybe get some more wins and you'll get an opportunity. Cody's like, Pac lost. Why is he in No More Contender match when I should be in there? And Tony Khan's like, yeah, you got a point, Cody. But you know what? I never liked you. I only hired you because you were friends with the Bucks at the time. Oh, shoot. And Brandy said, I should have never invited you on Cooking with Brandy. And Tony said, well, you know what? Your steak, it sucks. Oh, and they're like screaming at each other.
Oh, God.
And Tony says,
That's
you know what?
too far.
He says, you know what? I've had enough of you two. You're banned from the building. Get out of here. So he calls security and gets security to kick him out. He kicks him out. He's like, you're just as much trouble as the rest of your family in this wrestling company, in this industry. Oh, shoot.
How dare they?
How dare they? Trent Beretta, Alex Reynolds in 2 minutes, 48
Wow.
seconds. Trent getting the win here with a running single leg high knee strike on Alex Reynolds. Pac and Marko, what's going on here? This is your segment.
So, Marko Stunt chilling backstage. He's got his belt sitting right next to him. He's super hyped. He's like, yo, when did he win the belt?
like early this month. Like it was at that Full Gear thing, I guess.
Marko
Or no,
Stunt
Full
still
Gear he
is kind of
faced MJF.
soaking in the victory. It still isn't real to him that Marko Stunt is the AEW World Champ. A man of his size, impossible. And you know who understands that? Former Cruiserweight Champion Pac, who comes up to Marko Stunt. He kind of pats him on the shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, that belt looks really good on you, kid." He walks away. Marko Stunt, clearly offended that he just called him a kid, kind of looks at Pac very upset, very angrily.
Mike said, "Is the Jericho Cody stipulation in play?" I think it is. The one where he's still not allowed to face for the belt. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pac defeated
Pac,
Eddie
yeah!
Kingston. 630 Cent on here. And then after that match, Eddie Kingston's screaming and kicking. He's like, "I failed you, Ma. I failed you again.
El Jamar!
I failed you, Ma."
Why is Eddie Kingston's gimmick? He's just Italian now.
He's a mama's boy. That's his gimmick.
He's the mafia.
and Pac says, "I'm coming for you, little Marco."
You have dishonored your family.
Dishonored your family, Eddie Kingston. And it's Pac, and you and me. It's gonna be blood and guts for that title.
He said the name.
That's the name of that's the name of the pay-per-view, Blood and Guts.
He said the name.
He said the name. Papa Stunt comes out, and then Marco's like, "Well, if you want to get through me, you got to get through my big brother first." Oh, Pac and
What
Pop.
is that?
Yeah.
It's Ryback.
Yeah, Logan just feels sad. He's like, "What about
Why?
It's like, what about my brother?"
No,
It's
I'm
just-
sad that we brought him to the company.
Okay.
Whose idea was this?
I didn't realize. Oh, 24. Oh my gosh, the shows are just getting better and better every week.
You're welcome.
I know. It's that Jim
I'm your
Ross
best
thing.
co-booker.
It's that-
I
I know.
want best of the bookers.
We got
how
that
it
chemistry,
is.
bro.
What?
So we got that chemistry. We can make
I
chocolate
know.
out of
I'm
shit.
your son.
We the Ryback Big Brother storyline. I didn't even realize this at first, but I was like, "Oh yeah, we've already done that with Alex Silva in 2004." Remember?
Yeah.
Literally the same thing. Oh man.
Oops.
There's just something about Ryback being a good Big Brother. Isaiah Cassidy turned into a good worker, but I can't even tell you. Incident involving Ryback.
Well,
Oh no, what do we do?
he's a steroid user.
What do you want to do? That's up to you.
Why is it up to me? I don't want him. I didn't sign him.
Because you're the guest, so you got to do what we do with him.
Do you want it to be up to me? Because you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What do you
This
wanna
really
do?
sucks because we just set up another story with him involved. Let's just suspend him.
Okay. He's happy. He gets to sit home.
He was probably gonna get fired, but I decided he's still in a story, so let's keep him.
Also, I like this database because it loads really quickly too. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
John
Which one is
Moxley,
this?
can you stop crying? Anyway.
This is
Uh,
KTB.
KTB. Because there's nothing in terms of like indies, sadly. So the indies are the main indies people. There's no like, we'll be able to find
Yeah.
a bunch of old people you can hire or like.
I
Yeah.
enjoy this mod, personally. I enjoy the low.
It's pretty good. I don't
Okay.
understand where you're wrestling. I want to figure out more on that one. So I don't know if that was just added in there to be a local thing people could do. I guess so.
I mean, it's got some big names there.
I don't know if that's just the game's hired them though.
No, like, I know that
They have
Tessa and
those
Brian
people.
Cage worked there.
Yeah. Alright, I guess we'll just take it to Dynamite. Blood and Guts for 23 days. Next show. Let's see how it continues with the next Dark first.
Alright, so we need to make a mental note that Dark is next week.
I mean,
And
that
we don't put
doesn't-
title matches on Dark.
I mean, we can change that right now, bro. We can change that right now. We can put. I can put Dark on a Tuesday. All right, we'll
Not
do
bad.
we'll back to back. We'll have a Dark on Tuesday that was meant for this week, but it was taped last week, and then we'll just keep. We'll do live Dark. We'll do live Dark
Live on YouTube.
live on YouTube if my thing will stop freaking out because I hit the space bars way too many times.
How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
Dare we?
How dare you, Darby? Dark. Modify. 1 hour. Held on Wednesdays, shown on Tuesdays. Held on Tuesdays, shown on Tuesdays. Save.
Perfect.
Perfect. Also, there's a storyline where Jericho's mad at Sammy, so he's like, "Shut up, Sammy," and Matt is like, he saw from afar how like the abuse is getting to Sammy. So, Trey Miguel is the WW World Champ, by the way, in real life. So Mike said.
That's
He said-
interesting.
He said we should have fired Ryback.
I agree, but he was in a story, so
Oh, well, now we can change the story to, you know,
I'm not gonna keep it a secret. Like,
my
we know he did drugs.
My brother got caught with weed or something. I don't know.
Now Marko Stunt is the good brother.
The good brother.
Now we gotta bring them in.
Now we gotta bring in the good brothers because
Yeah, he's like, you've only met half of my family. What you don't know is I'm an orphan.
yeah, that's why he's in the jungle and bring in the good brothers. Oh, one time for my birthday party, they brought in the clowns. Oh my gosh, are you ready for dark?
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh man, actually I don't. Wednesday. Wait, Wednesday. Dynamite. Did dark get skipped? Wait a minute. Events.
It might have.
I don't think, did we skip dark? How every Tuesday? Oh, because it was yeah, it got skipped
Yeah.
because last week was this
week's
week's.
dark.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Dynamite.
Woo.
Woo, woo. Just like, can I get a woo woo? Can I get a? All right, MJF and Jake Roberts. MJF was up for Wrestler's Court, accused of being absorbed on his phone. And Jake Roberts is like, that technology's gonna ruin your mind.
Ruin your mind.
Ruin your mind. All right, how are we starting off the show tonight? Give me some stuff. Give me some stuff. Jim Ross is back.
I
From
think-
the hospital, or is he? I hope he wouldn't be in the hospital for a whole week. That's a big hospital bill.
Yeah, I think I think today he leaves the hospital. Today's the day he leaves. And then he gets beat. He gets beaten up by
Who picks him up?
Jake Roberts, and just Jake Roberts.
Just Jake Roberts. Okay.
And then Jim Ross is gonna get beaten up by Ortiz and Santana.
Okay.
'Cause they're mad that Jim Ross didn't go to the barbecue they planned
Oh.
because he didn't have any barbecue to bring.
Oh, and so like they lost the barbecue competition or something.
Yeah, exactly. So they're mad at JR, but it's not JR's fault that his barbecue collection got stolen.
After that one-on-one, no DQ, right off the bat, something big. Nick Jackson, Kenny Omega. Oh, because the other brother now. But this time the stakes are higher because it's no DQ. Because Nick needs that little edge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. And then we need angle after that one, where we have Hangman, Kenny, Nick, and Matt Jackson, not Matt Hardy. That would be not ideal. Watch, they'll be like, we don't want to be scripted. Okay, never mind. All right, what are we doing match-wise after that? What we got?
Let's open the show with a tag match, actually.
So you want to switch that and just put that later, like right after this match then?
Huh?
Because the opener was the Kenny and Nick Jackson.
Yes.
So you want this to be the opener, or do you just want this to go after that match?
We can go after that.
Okay. What's the tag team match?
Let's do Jurassic Express versus the Lucha Bros. Now it's a stable versus stable feud.
Yeah, and then after that we'll have Pac and Marko. 1 second. He's like, "Where's your big brother at?" Local workers. Who we got for local workers? Oh shoot! He's in the database.
God. Meet my big brother.
I don't know if that's true.
No, I'm pretty sure Logan's younger.
Marko, 20.
Yeah, Logan's younger by like 3 years. Well, my older brother did steroids, so here's my younger
He's
brother.
my little brother.
Pac versus Logan Stunt next week. I love this save. What have we created?
This would be the equivalent if I told you that you were going to have a boxing match with my brother, who was the boxer, and then out came Bolton. You'd be like, wait a minute. That's not the boxing brother.
So I'm fighting you, but shorter.
Yeah, yeah, it's the warm up, because like instead of older, with Marko,
Instead of the one with experience, I'm fighting the one who can barely walk.
And I have no doubt in my mind that Boxing win this, but if he loses, then well, I mean that's wrestling.
Oh, that's happening this week. That's happening now.
I mean, we hired him. Yeah, he's gonna. Dude, we gave him $30.
True.
We gave him $30.
We gave him $30.
Speaking of that, Tony Khan's gonna hire MJF, Wardlow, Alan 5, and Shanna. All right, and they're gonna keep out Cody and Brandy Rhodes. Okay.
So they're not fired but banned.
They're banned from the building. All right, so they're gonna try to keep them out of the building. Yeah. After that, we're gonna have a 1v1 match. We're gonna have a cinematic match. Okay. It's gonna be Miro and who's gonna come into the GameStop that he's gonna beat up?
Matt Seidel.
No, QT Marshall is gonna come in.
Dang.
I hope Miro wins that. He's probably.
I'll get you to do something soon, Matt Seidel.
Kip Sabian and Penelope.
I like how I was making fun of this feud, and I've done a lot.
You've done your
already.
damage to Jim Ross, you bastard.
I've ruined Jim Ross's life. The feud between Pac and Marko is built off of the fact that they're both short.
Brian Pillman and Sammy G has been requested for a match by Mike, so we get that. And then no matter what happens in that match, we'll get a Sammy and what's it called? Chris Jericho segment. They're unscripted or not. So. Then 1-on-1 main event time.
Who's main eventing tonight?
I say let's do let me do this. We'll do Darby. Nope, Darby's injured. Okay.
Rip.
We'll do John Moxley. And I was like, we already did John Moxley and Orange Cassidy though.
Moxley versus Seidel.
Moxley and Seidel.
Yeah.
I feel like they've wrestled before. Wait a minute. Match history. They have not. All right.
Woo!
Go out there and kill it, kids. You got it. You guys got this. You two young bucks. Never mind. You guys got it for 15 minutes. What's up, Scott?
What can Matt Seidel not go?
He cannot go.
That's such a lie.
Such a lie. Pac and Logan Stunt make this just a wild brawl. At Angle. After that, just should John Moxley invite Matt Seidel to the Wolfpack?
Sure.
Yeah,
He's
why
like, you did a great job. We're honored. Welcome to the Wolfpack.
we're building a Wolfpack.
At least Matt Seidel was doing something. That's what I wanted.
We're building a Wolfpack around here. I don't know if you know that.
We're building
We're building
pack.
a pack.
Wolfpack.
P-A-C-K. All right. Start that show off right off the bat. What's going on here, Zach?
A lot.
Okay. Just take it bit by bit. You got
So
this.
JR just cleared out of the hospital. Jake Roberts there to pick up Jim Ross. Jake Roberts is a great friend, despite everything that's happened. Good friend. And as they're walking out, Jake Roberts is in the car. Jim Ross is opening the passenger door out of nowhere. Ortiz and Santana beat the living shit out of Jim Ross. They kick him right in the teeth. They throw him on the ground. They throw him into the wall of everything. And they scream at him, "Where were you?" And they're just super angry because Jim Ross wasn't there for the barbecue competition. Jim Ross's famous barbecue was supposed to be the main event of the event, and he let him down. Ortiz and Santana are millions of dollars in debt, and it's Jim Ross's fault. Then Jim Ross goes back in the hospital. That's the end of the segment.
And he's got to do commentary without teeth now because he got kicked in the teeth.
He's gonna do teeth.
Well, I mean, he probably had
Teethless.
dentures anyways, so it's okay.
Yeah. He was old, he'd get
Oh
dentures.
my gosh. I can't believe they're millions of dollars in debt and they beat him up. And Jake has to turn the man back around, take him back to the hospital.
He's gotta leave to go back to the arena.
Nick Jackson defeated Kenny Omega.
What?
The better brother. The better brother.
We
than
need
Nick.
to have Matt versus Nick then. They have to
Yeah.
be better brother then.
Yeah, so after that match, Kenny's like on his ground, on the ground, and he's like, he's like, fight me, strike me down, strike me down. Yeah. And then Nick's getting ready to go for it, and then Matt comes out. Matt's like, no, you can't do this, you can't do this. And then Hangman stumbly comes down the ring, all drunk. All right, he's like, you know what? I've heard you guys say FTR all the time. How about FKO? You know what to do, Nick. And Nick's looking right at Kenny. He's looking at his brother. Super kicks. He just super kicks Kenny. And Hangman pours out a drink on top of Kenny. He's like, he's deserved it. And Matt looks over at Hangman. Super kicks Hangman Page. Knocks his drink out of his hand. All right.
The rematch we've all been waiting for.
And Matt and Nick are getting into the face of each other. They're yelling at each other. And Matt's like, you didn't have to do it. Nick's like, you couldn't do it last week. I had to do it. Matt's like, I saw you use that steel chair. You had to use weapons. I had a wrestling match with Kenny. You couldn't wrestle Kenny. Nick's like, but I could beat him. Oh. After that, the Lucha Brothers losing to Jurassic Express. Big rip there.
Dang.
Luchasaurus tapped out Ray Phoenix. Wow. Then we have Pac calling out Marko. Sadly, after the Death Triangle loss, he's like, "Where's
Could have called him Polo Stunt.
Where's your
you
Papa
did it, and
Stunt?
I'm mad at you.
where's your big brother at?" Marko said, "Well, you see, my big brother's gotten himself into
drugs.
he's gotten himself in some trouble." He's like, "But you know what?" He's like, "I have another brother you can face," and then out comes
I
Logan.
was like,
out comes
everyone's
Logan.
so excited.
And to absolutely
And then
no
he
surprise,
dies.
absolutely no
Got
surprise,
10.
shooting star leg drop.
Yo,
on
he
Logan.
died.
He kills him right in the middle of that ring with that leg drop. He leg dropped
Oh
him.
my lord.
Oh man. After that, Tony Khan is seen backstage in the little gorilla position with MJF, who's just sitting there drinking like a cranberry Sprite, with Wardlow by his side. Alan Five and Shannon are there also, hanging out. And
Chilling.
he's like, Cody is outside of this arena, causing a riot, causing a protest. They are out there having a barbecue. We're just ripping off that segment from DX from like 2006 or 2007.
That's the barbecue.
That's the barbecue.
Connected.
It's all connected.
That's the barbecue.
He's like, they're out there having a barbecue. He's like, I need you to get them off this property. They're banned from the building. They're banned from the property. So MJF comes out there, and Brandy's doing like a live stream, cooking with Brandy. Cody's like chilling in like they have like a little inflatable like
Sofa?
pool. No, inflatable pool. He's like in the inflatable pool. And so MJF's like, man, Cody, your wife's steaks really suck. He's like, but, and then he gets like really like a little risque with it. He's like, he's like, mentions something about sucking, and it's like, we can't say it's too hot for YouTube, too hot for TV. All right, hotter than what's already been said with the craziness with Jake Roberts. But Cody gets in the face of MJF, and Wardlow just throws him back down. He just shoves him back down in the kiddie pool, all right? And then that's when Wardlow and Cody start fighting, all right? And Brandy's like, oh, no, you didn't. She takes off her ring, and then Shanna, boom, hits her right in the face with her own stake, and they start fighting. Alan 5 and MJF start beating the crap out of Cody also, and he rips off, like, the little, they have, like, the tents, the little stakes in the ground, takes the stake off the ground, starts beating Cody with it.
I will be right back.
All right. And we're just gonna wait for Zach. And while we do that, I want you to look at we're gonna look at wrestling gifs while we wait for Zach, because I'm gonna look at good wrestling gifs, because I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss a thing. Nyla Rose is the second one on wrestling gifs. Look at that, dude. Why has Nyla got so many wrestling gifs? Got The Rock. We got Otis. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just got to make the most with what you got. Who is Nyla powerbombing? Is that Wardlow? Is she powerbombing Wardlow or something? I don't even know. Dropping Rio. Cesaro swings. Those are cool. Here's The Rock smiling to brighten your day, everybody. Let's check out the TEW mod scene real quick. See, I like this one. It would be nice if it had the stables. That's my only thing with it. So, I don't know. I like the sticker style, personally. It looks really cool. But if this had stables, I think I'd be more fun to it. There's just something that, like, the stable stuff, keeping things, like, interconnected, looks really nice. So, especially for housekeeping purposes, too. So,
I have returned.
welcome back. We were just looking at some wrestling gifts, and then we're also, what's it called?
So you're looking at the
Looking at some
SAMCP?
TW stuff.
The
What is
SAMP?
it?
You look
Oh,
at
we were
Sam.
looking at the gifts for the super awesome pick pack,
Ah,
and then I'm just big on
surprised you
this.
haven't downloaded that one yet, or at
I,
least the people for it.
well, I just want like
You,
stables. That's my main thing. Whoever gives me the
uh,
most amount of stables in like companies, because like these are really nice with the stickers. I really like these, but
yeah,
ultimately like the stables and how like the gifts change. Because here's the problem: if you use that pick pack but you have a stable, it's gonna mess it up. So,
yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever actually played it and done that and looked at it, but it messes it up. So, that's like why the gift thing is really cool, but you also have to have the staples for the gifts. So Miroslav had his little cinematic match at GameStop with QT Marshall because QT came in and was like, he's like, I would like to buy a new PlayStation 5. And Miro's like, you want to buy a what?
You want
He's
you
like,
want a what?
he's like, I'm the manager here. And he, because QT's like, well, is there a manager here? And he's like, I am the manager.
I am
Miro.
the manager. It is manager day.
And so he gets angry. He said, you know what happened to the last PlayStation that was pre-ordered here? And he points to a sign that has that has like
Oh,
that says no PlayStation 5s available. And then he points to like, you guys know how when you walk into GameStop they have like the little place where you can try out like the Switch, the Xbox, all that.
yeah,
And
the little
he
kiosk.
points to the kiosk of where the PlayStation should be. And it's just a bunch of broken parts. He says that's what that was supposed to be. All the people are supposed to come into my GameStop and play their Call of Duties, play their Little Big Planets, play
What's
their.
a big
They're
planet?
going to play their Spider-Man, Miles Morales,
Play their
but
Spyro.
they can't because Dustin broke the PlayStation, and he's like, and you are part of that nightmare family. And just beats him up. And then after that, there's this segment where Miro's like, you see your little friend QT here? Well, at Blood and Guts, you'll end up the same, Dustin. After that, we have Sammy G defeating Brian Pillman Jr. with a 630 splash. But after that match, Jericho gets in the face of Sammy. He said, you know his father? Sammy's like, yeah. Brian Pillman is his father. Yeah. Jericho's like, shut up, Sammy. He's like, I'm speaking. You should have put him over. Sammy's like, I should have what? He said, you should have put him over your shoulders and had him drop on you and pin you. Sammy's like, why? He's like, Sammy, you're a disappointment. He's like, you weren't there for me in my big match. And Sam was like, okay. He's like, that's why I wasn't there for you in your match. Sam is like, well, I won my match. And it's just Jericho's like, shut up, Sammy. He's like, listen here,
Shut up, Sammy.
Sammy. You want your spot in my inner circle to stay? You're gonna have to face me. You're gonna have to face me, all right? So they're gonna face off. After that, Moxley defeats Matt Sydal, and then he offers him a spot in the Wolf Pack. And Matt Sydal says that he has opened up his inner third eye. Because I think that's his stuff, right? He does that third eye thing.
Yeah,
He's like,
he's the one that did.
he's like, my third
shrooms or
eye has
something.
revealed. And he's gonna do like you guys ever play Mortal Kombat? And like Night Wolf? He's gonna do like one of those things, like a Night Wolf from.
Oh,
So he's like, I am the Wolf Pack. Is this the guy that revealed the results of that Keith Lee title win? The Surav Gujur?
I think.
I don't know. New champion in NXT. Let's give it up for Imperium beating Breezango. A web victory for Will Ospreay. Cody loves Sammy G. Jake Roberts loves Darby Allin. People drug tested. John Moxley has left New Japan. And we got to go to Stables, and we got to add, what's his name here? Where is it? Wolfpack.
Matt Sydal. I feel like Wolfpack's like a Daredevil kind of stable.
Colt Cabana and Alex Marvez are crybabies. Oh, he's a part of the Dark Order.
You didn't know that?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, is he really? I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But he needs to make an impact. I want to see him be called Colt 45. Give him a number. And Mike
For a
wants me to
little bit, he
change
was
Matt's
Colt
title.
Cabana, but it was CULT.
Oh. Rosemary can work tomorrow.
Hey.
Mike wants us to change Matt Seidel's name to Nightwolf.
To who?
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf.
Yeah, Nightwolf.
I don't disagree.
Okay, so you want to change his name to Nightwolf now that he's Wolfpack for life. You know.
Sure.
All right, that was easy. You ready for Dark?
No,
Why? I like how the Dark
because
storylines
that's
have
where everything goes wrong.
the Dark storylines have just become the main storylines.
Yeah,
I
they're
want
too
you-
good to be on Dark.
I want you to know that this week of Dynamite was so wild that FTR was like, "We're taking the week off." So we lost the belts. We're taking the week off. So we just got them back. The question is, do we do the Matt and Nick Jackson on Dynamite, or do we save our blood and guts? I love on the fly booking. It's the best way to book.
I like blood and guts, but my thought process is I want to see the match, and I don't know if we're gonna be here when we do blood and guts.
Yeah, I mean it's like a couple shows away. It's like CM Punk has a new catchphrase. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Finn Balor. Dang it, we could have tried to get Sammy. Alley Cat and Marko Stunt are dating. Oh
Hey.
shoot, guess who's coming to AEW?
Marko Stunt's
Okay.
gonna have his own stable.
I mean, her name is literally Alley Cat. That's literally, we can make her turn into, like, you know, I don't want
It
to
could
do.
be the Stunt family. Alley Cat is the pet because they're into that weird shit.
Yeah, dude. House show was held. Made some money.
Rosemary.
Yep.
Surprised you still have Sammy. Why is Moxley mad? Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
because
he got hurt.
No, Mark's what's his name? Marco beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Bryce asked if it was hard to get Marco over, and I would say this: when it comes to TEW, when you've played it long enough, you can get, a sex doll over. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if you know what you're doing, you can get a little wild. So Marco, I mean his popularity's, it's harder to get popularity up in this game, but it's still possible. You know what I mean? So he's climbing up there, but it just takes a while. Also, it helps that this feature was added where the natural growth limits, because that was a big problem at the start of when this game came out. So, where's Matt Seidel at? Nightwolf. All right, AEW Dark. How we kicking off the show, Zach? How we kicking off the show?
I think we're gonna kick off the show. Chris Jericho goes to meet JR in the hospital. He's got flowers and stuff, and he says tomorrow on Dynamite, the whole inner circle is going to be here for you, Jim Ross.
Okay. All right. Next up, we're going to do a 1v1. You name a person, I name a person.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Brian Pillman Jr., okay. And I will do Colt Cabana.
Boom, boom.
Colt Cabana,
You
boom.
you saw it and you're like, all right, now I'm going to book him.
Now I'm going to book Colt Cabana. Now I'm going to book him. So. We're going to continue. We'll do Peter Avalon, Brandon Cutler, QT Marshall, and what's her name? Leva Bates with Eddie Kingston.
Good promo.
What a segment. It's not a promo. There's a
I
difference.
love PG.
Not a. This is dark. I love YouTube. All right, 2v2. You name a team. I name a team. Don't worry, it's not a title match.
Give me the Gun Club.
The Gun Club. Okay, we'll do the Butcher and the Blade. Give me a segment.
What stupidity can I run away with this week? I feel like I want to center all my segments around Jim Ross.
No, not gonna lie. I thought about putting Jim Ross in that D&D segment, but I was like, nah. I was like,
So
was
we're
like,
gonna do another JR segment. And this time he has a phone call with Tony Khan. And Tony Khan advises him not to let anyone into his room while he's in the hospital. And he's like, nah, it's fine.
he's like, no, it's fine.
It's fine. They're good people.
Should main event be, you think? Just remember, last time on Dynamite, it was Awesome Kong
What's the plan with Rosemary?
and Dr. Britt Baker in a monster truck match. So
What's the plan with Rosemary? Is there one?
just something, So something extra to do. Maybe Dark Order, maybe face Dark Order, maybe fight for women's title.
So Rosemary's gonna debut.
Okay, who's she gonna face?
Ivelisse.
Also, it was requested a Serpentico segment with Dr. Luther about joining the Dark Order.
Dark Order.
I'll put Mr. Brody Lee in there too. And that'll be how we end off the show.
Dr. Luther's like, I don't know how I got here, man, but I can't get out.
Yeah, man, I don't know. We won those titles, and Okay, kicking off the show. What's Jericho doing with Jim Ross?
So, JR's just chilling. He's got his IVs and everything hooked up. That was an intense attack. And Jericho comes up. He's got some flowers in one hand. He's got chocolates in the other. He looks at the chocolates. He says, oh, wait, you're diabetic. He throws the chocolates, throws the flowers. He looks at JR. He's like, he kind of aggressively grabs him. He's like, all right, buddy. We got a lot of plans for you. And tomorrow night, all of the inner circle will say hello to JR in the hospital. And he kind of pushes him back down. They leave. Or Jericho leaves.
I like it. I love it. Colt Cabana defeats Brian Pillman Jr. with a Colt 45. Zigzag. Alright, 1 second. Gotta finish my pizza 1 second. Alright, let me break it down for you. We got Brandon Cutler, Peter Avalon. They're continuing their game. Alright, now it's live though, so it's live television. Anything can happen. And guess what? QT Marshall's there. He's a little beat up, you know. So, like, his quick throw hand isn't as strong because he got beat up. Leva Bates is still yelling at him, but you know how it's AEW Dark? And we're live, and we're on Tuesday nights. Well, guess what time that conflicts with? Eddie Kingston's Catan time. Eddie Kingston comes out.
Oh no.
He's like, what are you fools doing here? Well, I'm playing Catan. And then Peter's like, well, who are you playing with? He's like, I'm playing it with myself. And Brandon's like, well, you know, instead of playing by yourself, why don't you join our D&D group? You know, we could use a powerhouse. He's like, oh, you think just because I am who I am, I'd be like some type of sword welding dude for you? You know what? I've had it. If you guys don't get out of here in 5, 4, and they're all just sitting there looking at each other. 3, 2, and when he gets to 1, they're all just still looking at each other. He flips the table over, and he ruins their spot.
Game.
He ruins their spot in the game, and they all look at each other, and they're all like getting visibly angry at Eddie Kingston. But Eddie Kingston, guess what he does? He picks up the book that Leva Bate had thrown at Peter. Or at Brandon Cutler, and he throws it right at Brandon Cutler too, and then he kicks Peter Avalon in his face. All right, and then QT Marshall he throws into the side of the bookshelves, and Leva Bates says, "That's it. I've had enough. You 4, you're out of here. You're done." She says, "You know what? I'm revoking all of your library cards right now." They all got kicked out of the library.
God damn.
After that, the Butcher and the Blade take on the Gun Club. Gun Club able to come up with the win as Austin Gunn pins the Butcher with a Cobra Clutch Slam. That's impressive.
I'm a little sad that that D&D story's over.
I mean, it's not over. We got to figure out like what's.
I got kicked out of the library. We're really gonna play D&D.
Have you never been to a Yu-Gi-Oh card shop before?
Fair.
I have, bro. It's fun. It's fun.
All right. So JR laid up in his hospital bed. He's kind of traumatized, you know. A lot has happened in the past couple weeks to this poor man. And he's getting a little dial, and it's TK, Tony Khan. JR answers, and Tony Khan's on the line, and right behind him you can see his wall of security, and Cody and Brandy are trying to get through. And he tells JR, hey buddy, I heard that the Inner Circle wanted to pay you a visit tomorrow night. I'm going to advise you that you don't let that happen. Good luck. And he hangs up.
He doesn't even like give him a chance to respond. He's just like, all right, good luck.
Yep, that's it.
Rosemary makes her debut, defeating Evil Elise with tap out.
Good for her.
So what happens here is Dr. Luther is seen backstage with Mr. Brody Lee. Serpentico comes up. He's like, man, what happened? What happened to the Chaos Project? Dr. Luther said, I don't know, man. He's like, you know, I got those tag titles with 10.
I kind of got stuck here.
I got stuck here. And Mr. Brody Lee says he's all mine because once you're in, you can't get out. What's up? Nice America, by the way. He said, once you're in the Dark Order, you can't get out of the Dark Order. And you know what? We need a Chaos Project. We need some big project that we can invest in. Put tons of my money in. Because as Mr. Brody Lee, I have all the money you could ever need, Serpentico. Join us. Join the Dark Order. And we'll fund the Chaos Project. and you guys can make something big. You guys can make something violent and vicious. I know Dr. Luther. I know you can be a vicious, violent man. That's why you and 10 got those tag team titles. And we'll get them back. The Dark Order will get them back. You can count on that one. But we need something violent that we can manifest to put it in our order. What do you say? And Serpentico, he looks confused, but like Mr. Brody Lee has won him over because like he has such a way with the words, and he's like, I guess I'm in the Dark Order. And Dr. Luther says, once you're in, you can't get out. And that's how the show ends for AEW Dark. I like to think that like the Chaos Project is like a manifestation of like a match type that they're gonna create for the Dark Order.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a Dark Realm match or something. So I don't know,
I like
like
that.
a Manhattan Project for like a nuclear bomb. So
Yeah.
Renee Michelle got divorced to Rockstar Spud.
Rockstar Spud! No!
Oh my gosh! So I love it because this database, like, it gets wild. I simmed 5 years and it was wild. The amount of affairs and divorces and like so much has happened. Like so much happens in this database, bro. Like, where is he at? Serpent. I need to probably put it in here. Actually, stables. The Dark Order is the new NWO, basically.
Terrifying.
What is it?
I said that's terrifying.
Why?
We don't need to. So that means the Wolfpack is just a off-brand Dark Order at the moment.
Yeah, because there's not enough people. The
But they're
Wolfpack is
considered
new.
hugely important. Dark Order, like nobody gives a shit about. It says, I think.
The Wolfpack is hugely important. The Dark Order is an important part of the AEW
Okay.
landscape.
They're just important.
They struggle with momentum. They have a little bit of momentum. Inner
Well, that's
Circle
because the Wolfpack have never been in six-man.
do not have a strength rating. Team Taz has some name value. Hardly a major player. It's an important part of the AEW landscape. Not a major player, but solid part.
Oh, part.
They're loosely knit individuals. It's not a major part. It's not a major player. Alright. It's Dynamite time. And you know what that means. We're 10 days away from blood and guts. Blood and guts all over the place. I think that's how like their theme song goes. When does Darby get his butt off of like the injured list? In 2 days. He can work the pay-per-view. Alright. Kicking off the show. You know how we have to kick it off, Zach. You know how we got to kick it off, right?
Ross and the Inner Circle.
Jim Ross and the Inner Circle. All of the Inner Circle. That all of them, or I missed somebody? I think that should be
I think that's all of them.
Yep.
JR then gets saved, actually,
Oh, shoot.
by Lance Archer and Jake Crawford.
Let's go. Let's go. Add a match.
It's the six-man tag match with Lance Archer, JR, and Jake Roberts
Versus what? Santana Ortiz and Jericho?
versus Jericho and Proud and Powerful.
And then the breakup match will probably be Hager and Sammy or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Sammy. That's how Jim Ross wins the match. Sammy screws Jericho.
Yeah.
There we go. Watch it. The one problem with this database is they don't do. Or no, it's not this database. It's the problem with TEW 2020 is you know how in 2016 we could make people who couldn't wrestle like we could force them.
Can't do that.
We can't do that.
They're much more strict on that.
Much more strict. A lot stricter when it comes.
Travis
to
is back. How was work?
Travis.
I'm alright.
Oh man. So main event. Do you want it to be Matt and Nick?
Just a lot. JR is in the hospital.
Yep. Lance Archer dressed up in drag, scared Jim Ross. Jim Ross's house burned down. We found out that he had
Barbecue
been.
sauce got stolen.
He
Yep.
dressed up as his wife. Like, what do you mean drag? Like, it was like, I'm back, JR.
He
He's
hid
like,
in the
"Ah!"
he hid in the closet and then used dressed up as his wife to scare him, but it
That's what I
actually
said,
ended
yeah.
up putting him in the hospital.
Yeah.
So
And then they stole his barbecue sauce. And then he was getting out of the hospital, and he got beat up by Santana and Ortiz, who then exclaimed that JR promised barbecue for them for the barbecue outside that Rhodes family were hosting because they aren't allowed in the building.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a very long, thought out story with accidental connections to everything.
That's pretty good. I'm saying work's fine. I'm wearing my visor, so I'm fine. But yeah, work at a hospital, ladies and gentlemen. It's fun.
Yo, where's JR?
I'm not telling you. We got him in a vault.
It's a vault.
The vault, WWE vault. Remember that? They used to be.
the WWE Vault. Good times.
They would put on matches from 2010 and then the last days of it, which didn't make any sense. Like, here's the vault from 2 years ago.
Let's do a 3v3 match outside, which will be
Anything else going on? Let's see.
what do we need? We need Wardlow, Allen 5, and Shanna. And then we need Cody, Dustin, and what's it called? Brandy. Yeah, you know it.
Everyone loves Brandy.
Brandy.
It's Brandy! Like a little starring
It's
Brandy
Brandy.
thing. Tony Khan's like, I got your order from the restaurant. And he's like, those are the notes, you lied to me.
Alright. Travis, give us a match.
We're gonna have a one-on-one.
Okay.
Gonna be no. I didn't say what
Jones
one-on-one
said
was
this
gonna
is
be.
the greatest bookings ever seen. Darn right.
Go back.
Thank you, buddy.
Go back. Go back. I said one. I didn't say what type of one-on-one I wanted.
Oh, okay.
I will keep going. I want a 10-minute time limit match.
Okay.
Yes. Go to recognizable. Brian Cage
Team Taz.
and Jack Hager, and it will go to a 10-minute draw. So
We
nothing
don't-
will be accomplished.
We don't book winners, but there are no winners in this one, so
I said that doesn't count. Yeah,
We all lose.
yeah, we all lose in that one. So
And then there'll be an angle of them getting a pull apart.
give me
with the
two
tag
people at an angle, Travis. Give me just two people. Any two people.
Well, I want to have a pull apart with the Brian Cage and Jack Hager.
Brain
So I need more than-
Cage,
I need more than 2 people.
Jake Hagar.
Taz will be the one pulling them apart.
Taz will pull him apart. He's got
Yeah.
this.
He's like, we're not running a sloppy shop. What are you doing?
This ain't a sloppy shop.
That's one of his greatest promos. Right.
Got
Jericho's still a major star. He's not won a match in forever.
We'll do 2v2. No, dude, we're gonna jack this one up. Let me see if I can do this.
Jack it up. Jack it up.
You know what we're doing, Zach?
What?
John Moxley and Nightwolf, which is Matt Sydal, because you've missed that.
Yep.
He has now embraced the Wolfpack.
Oh.
Because I wanted him to do
We'll
something.
be taking on Evil Uno,
Oh.
John Silver,
Oh no.
10, and
Oh yeah. By the way, 10 and
Serpentico.
What's it? 10 and Dr. Luther won the tag titles,
Whoop whoop.
and then they
Can I
lost
get a
it
whoop,
to
whoop?
FTR the next night.
Ah, that's big. I'm sad. At least they held the belts. Luther, the childhood dream has become a reality. I would have had a whole thing. I don't know. I would have had a whole angle of the dark Luther, but it's too late now. It was gone at work. Doctor was not Doc was not DR wasn't short for Doctor. We were short for Doc Luther.
He was Dark Luther.
Yeah, exactly. All along, that was gonna be my thing.
I feel like we booked a match and I'm just missing it or something.
Because there's 2 doctors already. There's a lot of doctors in AEW. Where's Dr. Isaac Yeager?
Yep.
That should be the next signing.
We'll do Nyla Rose, I guess. No, we'll do Anna Jay. And Thunder Rosa, maybe. Hikaru Shida, Thunder Rosa, I guess.
Saddest thing is a cleaner getting told, you don't need to do that room, I've done it. It's like, I already did it before. It's like, oh. What's the point? Are you off today then? I'm guessing you're off.
No, I go in at 1.
I wish you luck with that. You've been very busy, probably, as I've been busy.
Oh.
I don't
Are you-
get busy. Stay busy.
Are you-
It's like, yeah.
Well, no, you guys aren't in it though. I was gonna say if you're essential, but you're not in lockdown anymore. I don't think. I don't know what's going
No,
on over
America
there.
just kind of does whatever, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
it depends where you live, actually,
Because-
though. Because some states I know
it
are more
depends.
locked down than others.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying because I'm gonna be working either way because I'm essential. I'm the one keeping you all clean. So
let's give it up for Travis.
JR's ass clean.
clean. Hangman. Kenny Omega's like, I haven't got Coda anymore, but Hangman, I like a rope. I don't know where I was going with that, but the idea was there. I need to see the card actually. I don't even know what the actual Full Gear card is. When you were talking about it, I have not cared.
Mhm.
AEW. Top Gear. Oh, it's Full Gear. I'm thinking of something else. It is in 2 days. One of the Young Bucks looked like Chavo Guerrero on that cover. With the bandana and beard for a moment. I was confused.
That is our show right there. You ready?
It's gonna be the
Yeah.
show,
All right.
right?
All right, tell me what's going on here. Because you have this in your head. What's going on here?
All right. So,
I was gonna
JR is
say-
laying down in his hospital bed. He's really anxious. You know, he just got threatened by Jericho and the entire Dark Order after being assaulted outside of the hospital.
Is this just your hatred angle of JR? Like you just punishing him?
So,
Like,
after everything that's gone wrong in JR's life so far, there's a knock on the door, and in comes in Jericho, Sammy, Jake Hager, and the assaulters, Santana and Ortiz.
How did they get in the hospital?
Don't worry about that. It's not your problem. So they start taking things. They start looking at him, throwing him around, kind of toying around with JR. And then at some point, Jake Hager just kind of stops everything and looks at JR. He looks up at the IV thing and rips one of the IVs out of JR's arm. And Santana and Ortiz, they grab Jim Ross, try to take him off the bed, and then from behind, they get assaulted by Jake Roberts and Lance Archer in the hospital. They came to tell JR that they were the ones that stole the barbecue sauce. Maybe there'll be a tag match in the future. Santana Ortiz versus Roberts and Archer.
Oh, shoot. I don't know if Robert's going to wrestle, bro. I mean, I don't know about that one. Not TEW 2016. If it was 2016, we'd be doing that all the time. Does 2016 have gifts? I can't remember if they had gifts or not.
Yeah, they did.
They did? Why didn't we ever get this?
We did. Or we tried. Just
Maybe
nobody
because
ever
I don't know,
completed
like
one.
if the stables. That might be the thing, because stables have
Yeah,
pictures.
no, they
now.
didn't have stables. Was the thing.
Like stable pictures. That's why. So that's why it probably didn't matter. Best Friends versus Pillman and Austin Gunn, aka the New Generation. But we got the Gun Club. Pac defeated Luchasaurus, 630 Senton. A lot of 630s around
That's
here.
your next AEW champion.
They don't click. Maybe. After that, Pac gets in the face of Marko Stunt, and Jungle Boy's like, you still got to go through me. You might have gone through his brother, and you might have gone through our wrestling dinosaur, but you got to go through me next, the Tarzan of the group.
Tarzan.
The Tarzan of the group. All right, now we cut to outside, all right. Cody and Brandy are still causing havoc outside, all right. And they're like, last week we might have been jumped and attacked, all right, by the Burberry Bad Boys and their lady friend Shanna, all right.
W's unfair. Tony Khan is in there, standing at the concession,
MJF.
plotting his depression.
MJF gives us depression.
And Cody and Brady got the megaphone. They're screaming. And
Megaphone.
and then Dustin comes. Dustin's like, oh yeah, and who can forget
He
my
takes Cody's megaphone and starts doing it with him.
my big brother is gonna help me.
My big brother.
I need my
This
brother.
one also did steroids and coke.
And out come the Burberry Bad Boys, right? Who are ready to fight and have the greatest cinematic match of all time, but it ends with Cody hitting a crossroads on Allen 5. Oh man, it was beautiful.
What have we done?
I love it. The industry leader production value is added to the cinematic style match.
Wow.
After that, Cody Rhodes realizes that he's taken out the security. He just walks right in. And Tony Khan's sitting at Gorilla, and Cody goes up to him, but then MJF sideswipes him. Alright, he just, boom, hits him. Cody falls on the ground. Tony says, well, Cody, at Blood and Guts, if you want back in this building, if you want back at a chance to fight for the AEW World Championship, you're going to have to fight the man who took it all from you. And he's standing right there in front of you.
But obviously he didn't say that coherently he was lost. He just like kind of like...
Yeah, he was like, I think...
Is so torn on being a good face or a good heel. Because he called JR to say, hey, don't let the inner circle in. And he's over here like, yo, Cody, get shit on.
There's no faces and heels in AEW, bro, remember?
Yeah, there's no faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said. AEW heels. I don't even understand that.
Dang.
This did better than I thought it was going
It's
to do.
pretty good. Double disqualification.
Yeah, nobody wins.
They both smacked each other. They both did headshots.
They did headshots, and the referee was like, cut it.
Taz was like, yo, look at these big boys.
Yeah, Taz comes out. He's like, look at these big boys. He says, this ain't a sloppy shop. You guys are gonna fight. You guys gonna fight for real. You guys gonna fight. You guys gonna fight in the sloppiest shop of them all. You guys will fight in the cage if we have to.
The hog pen match.
I'll put you in a substance match. After that, we have John Moxley and Nightwolf defeating the Dark Order, which is Evil Uno, John Silver, Ted, and Serpentico, the newest member. When Nightwolf pinned John Silver pinned John Silver with the Here It Is driver.
Fuck you, John Silver.
And after that, Mr. Burley gets in the face of John Moxley. He's like, you think this is a joke? Taking on the Dark Order? Making an embarrassment of us like that? And Moxley's like, yeah, I think it is. He's like, just remember who lost to little Marko. Moxley's like, what'd you say to me? But he's like, you know exactly what I said to you. Marko.
It just haunts him.
I want it to be in the back of your mind forever. Right?
You don't turn your back on me, Scott.
You don't turn your back. Hikaru Shida beats Thunder Rosa, but it doesn't really matter because after the match, Nyla Rose and Vicky are seen watching the television, but Rosemary comes in there, and guess what? Drive-by spit. She does that little acid spit thing, little green mist, right in the face of Vicky Guerrero, and Vicky's like, "Excuse me," and they're all like, they're angry. Because they're like, why did Rosemary makes her Dynamite debut with the,
Spit in her face.
She just spit on your face now, here we have it. We have one of those like really great high quality production like
Segments of their life history.
yeah,
Segment of them playing
and
video games.
it shows like them playing video games. It shows them coming through up in the industry and whatnot. It shows like, Hangman saying, well, Nick was always there for me, and Kenny's like,
These
Matt,
young bucks are my young boys.
We have a random.
Kenny
we have a
says that
random-
Matt was always there for me, and Kenny says, I can't believe, it's all because of Hangman. He tore the brothers
we have
apart,
a-
and
we have a-
Hangman said, it's selfish of Kenny, wanting to
So
fight the
Omega
Bucks.
hates Paige, or Omega Page are feuding,
Mhm.
but the Young Bucks are feuding with them as a tag team.
Yes.
I love it.
We have a random clip of Masahiro Chono saying that he was going to pick Adam Page.
No,
to
the,
win
the Bucks
G1.
are feuding with each other right now because Nick got the win over,
No, everyone's feuding with each other.
and then it shows like the package of like them in Japan. It shows like Matt and Nick.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone's feuding with
we
each
got
other.
the clips of like them fighting in Impact, and
I
say,
believe he's going to
we
win
got
the
them
G1.
fighting as kids, and then it says the
Fighting as
finale to the story. They fought when they were kids, they fought when they were boys, now they're gonna fight when they're men. And then are you guys ready?
No.
I don't think the world's ready. Also, we're not even gonna talk about their match that happened on BT, right?
I was gonna say,
We're not gonna talk about that one, right? This is it.
this is the real match.
Matt Jackson,
Yeah.
which I think is the one that won too, right?
What?
I think Matt was the one that won too, right?
No, Nick was the one that beat Omega.
And he wins it with a moonsault.
The match dragged.
Almost, you had him go almost 30 minutes.
I was hoping they'd go 30 minutes.
You gave him 30 minutes at an all-out pace.
Yeah.
They did,
All out.
Dude,
Woo, yeah.
They did really well for that. They got 65. So they
all out is useless beyond like 22 minutes.
I know, but I feel like a match of this caliber really deserves 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you didn't have to turn it all out.
Look, they needed
It's all
to.
right.
It would have probably been better of a match.
It's fine. I don't think he doesn't care about that. It's
I
AEW.
do.
6 to 7.
I'm here for the ratings.
Look,
Actually, so like
we
thanks
still
to that,
increased
I
it.
think-
we had
I
to.
equal ratings.
Bro, we
Jack
had
Hager,
to.
Brian Cage,
Right?
probably the same
Also,
amount of-
next week is the go home show. So, you excited?
Ooh.
Well, I'm only gonna be here for like 15 minutes,
Oh
so
my gosh.
Oh no.
How will we see the finale?
I don't know.
Oh, that's the same. I
I
think.
guess I never will. I'll never see my boy win the belt.
Kevin Steen and CM Punk argue. Ah!
There's new teams in NXT.
Billy loves Hangman Page.
That's it.
Why?
Who are these new
Alley
teams?
Cat is here. Welcome.
Who are these new teams? We'll never know. What about the news?
No one gives a fuck about the news.
Welcome, Alley Cat. She is dating Marko.
Welcome to the Stunt family.
Welcome to the Stunt family.
Stunted.
Stunted. I guess the
What
last
about
thing
the
we'll book is
What about me? What about Ray?
Mike says we should sign Logan Stunt after his wonderful performance of 10 against
No.
Puck.
No, no.
He got his time to
I don't
shine.
even know why we signed Alley Cat, honestly.
Because she's dating Marko.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be the shits though.
We're all it's all friends wrestling.
All friends
Of course you
wrestling.
gotta- Exactly. You gotta hire all your friends and relationships. Ring of Honor. Who are they trying to hire? Who won? We'll never know who won the tag league. Look, it's that young upstart Scott Taylor.
Young up and comer.
Not to be confused with Dave Taylor, non-related.
Future
Are you sure about
professional
that?
wrestling, Scott Taylor.
They're not related.
Bar
Barbero
Alberto
Cavernario.
Alberto. Man from the south of Mexico. Oh, who's that guy?
He's the future tag team champion.
I hear he drinks pee. That's an actual rumor that's going around, so let that sink in next time you look at him.
What?
He drinks the pee. Urine.
He drinks the pee-pee? What?
Yeah, you can look it up.
Okay.
I found it by accident. There's a rumor. There was a big rumor around.
I'm
Jake
glad they
drinking
finally
his
called him
own
up. Chris
urine.
Hero joined ROH. Wolf getting kicked out of Gallus.
Dang. Gallus.
Just for Noam Dar. Yeah, he's staying
Yeah,
with
no,
it.
I'm done.
Frank Kazarian contract ending.
No, I think
Keep
we should let him go. I think we should let him go. What are we gonna do with him?
Darby Allin returns. Okay, I guess I thought it was just going to yell at me there, but negotiate.
He's happy with that. Or he's 40. God, he's 43. They're not gonna try and bribe anyone, so they're not mad at you. Like, Mox and then
Could
go
bury
for it.
Logan. Oh no.
Nice show of the week.
Nick Jackson, DDP.
Oh, how have we not included DDP into things?
What does DDP have to be a part of besides the back? He can't fight, so we couldn't put him in
He can
the.
talk. He can talk.
I was
Talk,
gonna make
he
a
can
really
talk.
bad joke.
He
Okay.
try and teach his
I was
hero.
gonna
How would you like to start off the show?
with Jim Ross.
Okay.
No.
Is he getting back out of the hospital again? In a whole week again. His hospital bills are through the roof.
I know, yeah.
He can afford it.
Who's he with?
This time, Mr. Brody Lee comes in.
He's trying to make him join.
He's gonna try and convince him to join the Dark Order.
Fair enough, yeah.
Hey, come on, you're a good man for sponsors. You're a good
Anybody
guy
with
for
him? Or?
good name recognition.
What?
Anybody with him or is he alone?
It's just by himself.
Yeah, alright.
Jim Ross is of course gonna decline. And then Mr. Brody Lee says he doesn't appreciate it.
DDP telling Ross to stay positive, to do yoga. Alright.
No.
Zach name a person, Travis name a person.
Brian Pillman Jr.
I did that last week. I want Scorpio Sky.
Fun match. Oh, so we only get 8 minutes.
After that, we get a nice little segment. Alright. It's Eddie Kingston. It's Peter Avalon. It's Brandon Cutler.
Oh.
It's QT Marshall.
Our favorite set. Dark is my favorite show on this entire game.
I think because B shows you can just get away with a lot of stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Okay. Alright, after that we'll do 2v2. Zach named team, Travis named team.
Oh, the Dark Order.
Zach.
The best friends.
Classic. Just classic.
I love their pictures.
I love him
Yeah,
too.
I like the little thingies around him.
Ocha and the Blade.
Want the blood.
I have a segment I want to book. There's time too.
This should be.
You
I'm
probably-
trying to think who I want to put with Butcher.
Yeah, you should have
Bills.
If not, it'd also make a pretty good segment for Dynamite.
Mm.
All right. What segment do you want, Zach?
I want Chris Jericho to meet up with Lance Archer and Jake Roberts. And Chris Jericho buys all of the barbecue sauce that they stole
Oh dang!
from Jim Ross.
All right, main event time. What's our main event, guys? What do you think
They
we
should
should
be
do?
4-way.
Four-way.
Is
There's only 3 of us. Who's the 4th man?
the champion. Not Marko, the other one. Is it still Dustin?
Dustin's fighting Mira at the pay-per-view for the.
Let him defend it now.
Is
Yeah.
it-
The point
okay.
of the belt was to defend it all the time.
All right. Who's he fighting then?
And it hasn't been defended in forever.
Who's he defending against then?
I have so much ability to do things. Darby.
Okay.
I'm going with that guy. I can't pronounce his name. The S name. The one that's teams up with Luther. That one.
Serpentico.
Serpentico.
I thought it. Is he? I originally thought it was the snake guy from Jakarta. I thought they were the same person. If that's true, I'm a bigger dummy.
I will not be able to see how this show turns out because I have to leave.
No,
but-
go. Come on, we can speed run it.
Alright, let's speedrun it.
All right, Carol Sergeant Ross for Mr. Brody Lee. Mr. Brody Lee's like, would you like to join the Dark Order, Jim? Jim's like barely into it. He's like, we got powers. We're working on a chaos project. We can heal you. We can rejuvenate you. Jim's like, I don't need to join no Dark Order. I need to go home.
I need a rest.
I need to get my barbecue. And Mr. Brady's like, you'll regret this one, Jim.
Where's my barbecue?
You'll regret this one, Jim.
There's gonna be a stable war over barbecue. Oh my god.
Scorpio Sky defeats Brian Pillman Jr. Blackout. Got him.
Nah, of course it was Blackout.
Okay, now we have Eddie Kingston invites Peter Avalon, Brandon Keller, and QT Marshall to his mama's house, and he's like, you know what, guys? I asked my mom. She said it's okay. We can play some board games, but we ain't playing that that D&D shit. All right. And so
Only Catan.
only Catan.
Only Catan.
Only Catan. So he shows him how to play Catan at his mama's house. Then we got the Best Friends taking on the Dark Order. Best Friends defeating Dark Order with Trent E.T. getting the win over Evil Uno with a running single leg high knee strike. Got him. Then we got the Butcher and the Blade. They got the new special on AEW Doc on the YouTube channel because Tony Khan's kicked off Cooking with Brandy, and it's now Cooking with the Butcher and the Blade. And they invite Big Swole and Allie on there, and they're like, girls,
Bacon with the butcher.
bacon with the Butcher and the Blade. We're making bacon, and so they show them how to make some really good bacon.
It's really good bacon.
What's going on here?
Oh my god.
Oh, so
You got this.
Chris Jericho, he's a little shook by what happened with Archer and Roberts stopping the attack from the inner circle, but
Yeah.
he's kind of over it now.
Oh.
And he calls to Archer and Roberts, and then he asks him an important question. Do you know where the barbecue sauce went? Everyone's looking for it. The Dark Order was upset that they didn't have it for the cookout. The Rhodes family, they sued Proud and Powerful for millions because they didn't have it. They just want to know where's the sauce. Lance Archer and Jake Roberts offer to sell Chris Jericho all of the sauce of Jim Ross. All the Jim Ross sauce.
Oh my god.
And the Inner Circle agrees purchasing the Jim Ross sauce from Archer and Roberts.
I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh. They did it. He did it. They did it. The Inner Circle did it. And then Dustin Rhodes
Dustin
he
retains.
retained the AEW title going into Blood and Guts against Miro.
pinned Michael.
I'm out of here.
And we're out of here. Gamers, finish the show as we end off 64. Pretty good. Travis, any final closing remarks as we end off this stream straight up until next time?
There's better things to watch than AEW. Give NWA a try and watch us book this one instead.
We're doing pretty good. We got this. Surgery success for Elias. Good on him. We'll see you all.
That's a good